Okie dokie. Let me make sure everything is working properly. And then we'll get Owen. We got some ranked grinding to do, because I am so far behind. Okay, awesome. Exactly what I wanted to see. There we go. Fix that problem. And then up. I think I already switched the Twitch stream title. Double check though. Yeah, okay, we did. Perfect. YouTube is up. Twitch is up. TikTok is up. Oh, what's up, Dio? Congrats on Diamond 4. That's awesome. Yeah, get Mythic. I'm going for it too. I'm gonna real quick send a notification to the Discord that I'm live. Okay, cool. We're all set up. What's up, Vibe Pusher? How are you? We started at the same time, Sky. That's so funny. Welcome to stream, guys. All right, so I'm gonna play some Mythic. I saw a deck, and I decided to go ahead and build it real quick because I saw it on YouTube. If you want to go check out the video, Legend VD is the latest one, but I thought I'd give it a shot on the ladder. So we're gonna play some flyers. Basically, we're riding on Momo and some other stuff to fly our way to victory. Let's see if we can do well. Usually what I've been playing lately, and so I'm gonna try this one, but usually right now I'm doing Selesnya Landfall. That's the normal top standard deck right now. Sometimes if I go back to what I did last season, which worked pretty well, I'll go back to the Is It Prowess deck. Because you want to have a good combo of like fast, but also like strong enough to keep up with the other decks, you know? What's up, Fatal? How are you? Having a good week? Okay, this is a okay hand. Not amazing. We'll give it a shot. I can do the shepherd and then I can flicker it if I do this right. See what happens. I'm not doing bad. Had a long day at work, but we're here. We made it. What would you do for a burn brawl deck? Ooh, there's a few commanders that work pretty well for that. Trying to think off the top of my head though. I think I go ahead and I think I'm holding up a road this turn. Let me look into it, Sky. I think there's a few that you could go with. A lot of different commander options for that. So, but you never made it past Diamond 4 with Is It Wizard Prowess. That's fair. That's fair. It gets a little harder once you hit Diamond, I think, to climb. But I'm hoping we can climb up to Diamond real quick and make some progress there. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. They could have tapped in response, I think, but I don't know how much they're able to, but we'll see. Glad you were able to make an appearance for the Toasty stream. Yeah, I finally made it in time to actually play against him for once in my life, so that was cool. Ooh, and we get Momo? Actually, I think that's even better. We do Momo. And then we can play this for the warp cost. And then we can do that. Do the Daydream on it. Okay, we don't really need planes, so let's go get some cards. We're gonna grab a nurture or a veteran survivor. And then we're gonna go grab a nurturing pixie, I think. Kinda want to flood the board here. Make things hefty, and then ideally I'd like to get rid of Earthbender Ascension, or just get strong enough guys to where I can go past it. Let's see what happens. That's not good. That's hard to fly over. I didn't even know people were still running this guy. Okay, do a survivor. And honestly, I think I go nurturing pixie. Momo. And then we can do a mockingbird. And we can copy... Actually, I'm pretty close to being able to copy their green shell. Here, let's hold off on this. Oh, I didn't mean to... Oh, I thought... Okay, declining does not put it back to my hand. That's good to know. Fun fact about Momo, tried to make him commander at one point, but he turned into your Leo life gain deck. Oh, that's so funny, actually. You and your life gain, Sky. Classic. That's a lot of mana. Oh god. Double turtle is a lot to deal with. I think we might have just been a little too slow this deck. Or this game. I guess we could hit it for 8. Don't think we want to, though. The trample makes it super not worth it to cast up. Okay, let's do... I guess we'll do this guy. That way we can get more pixies. Or momos, I guess. We'll do pixies, though. I think pixies are more worth it. And then we do this on blue. Play a nurturing pixie. Flicker a Starfield Shepherd. No attacks yet. Oh, man. Right? Yeah, it's fun to do the warp blink strategy, but sadly, I'm getting cooked here, low-key. I don't know if we survive this turn or not. We'll see what happens. Good luck. Thank you, Adaily C. I appreciate you. I don't know if I'm gonna get this game because they've got a lot of reachers, especially with Sapling Nursery, but we'll try again next game if this doesn't work out. Put the blink nonsense in your slivers. Yeah, honestly, that's a good idea. Okay, so we're gonna chump because this guy is kind of useless now. We're gonna go probably in front of the lands. Block like that. Kind of clears out my field, unfortunately, but we clear out a lot of their field. The only downside is they get a lot of saplings because of that, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have just gone down to like 4. Well, and yeah, this one's probably over. Unless I draw something crazy. Come on. Draw me the best card in my deck. What I need. And he's getting a 10 in a second here. Yep. That's not good. After this game, Sky, let me go look. There's a commander I'm thinking of. I don't know if they're an arena. But it came to mind, and I think you might like it because it's like a life gain burn strategy. I just don't know if it's an arena. So let me check that after this game. You know, actually we're climbing, so let's go ahead and surrender. They've got a lot of triggers, and I respect it. But we got climbing to do. Okay. So for a burn brawl commander, Sky, there's one guy that comes to mind for you specifically because you like life gain so much. Let me see if he's in. Yeah. Yes, he is. Okay, so check out Fire Song and Sun Speaker, Sky. So it basically combines like burn with life gain into a really interesting strategy where you're kind of trying to gain life, but you're also trying to burn out your opponents. And yeah, so go check this guy out. Fire Song and Sun Speaker. All right, we got grinding to do. Let's get it. We're flying. Okay, not my greatest hand. But maybe we can make it work. We do Springleaf Drum into Starfield. I think we can play Momo out of that. And that turns out pretty good. We also have these two guys for problems. Okay, interesting. Sorry, buddy. We're still gonna go find Momo, even though we don't get to play him this turn. Could also do Mockingbird, I guess, but yeah, let's do Momo. And now we can play both of them again. So many things that we can do. Oh, and then we draw another Momo. Awesome. Okay, let's do this. We'll do Momo. I will do part 2 Momo if they... Okay, well, interesting. Or Momoing anyway. We're gonna go find Nurturing Pixie. Did they just give me the Z's? That's so lame. You're wise as a tree folk. Got him. Dude, they're so upset that I am playing out my deck. It's kind of crazy. honestly. Okay. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do Quantum Riddler. They are so upset. Really sad. We do this or we do that? Let's do this for white. We'll do Nurturing Pixie. And then we'll do Quantum Riddler. Then we can play Momo again. Go look into him? No, you don't have to look into him. Oh, you meant the deck. I did. Yeah, I get what you. You're on that deck, Airbender Ascension, the one that can blink. Also, enemy cards. I do actually Vibe Pusher. Yes, that's a very good deck. Okay, we're gonna do Momo into a Quantum Riddler. Draw a card. We're gonna swing. It is so pathetic that they're sitting here just emoting while somebody plays this game. Also, thank you for the llama. Hugin? That's you, Achroma, right? I like the new name. Okay. Go ahead and do this. We're gonna go ahead and play this. We're gonna go get the Nurturing Pixie. We're going to bring back the Starfield Shepherd. I'm gonna play the warped version of the Starfield Shepherd. We'll get a Momo. And then we're gonna go ahead and flicker, honestly, the Quantum Riddler. Probably should have done that after combat, but it is what it is. And we'll leave up a road. I'm gonna mute this guy. This guy's super obnoxious. Truly is a clown. Hi, GG man. How are you? Ooh, Sage of the Skies is actually really good here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do... We'll play this guy first. Then we'll do Sage of the Skies, I think. Okay. Double Sage. Swing in for a big chunk of damage. Just got home from work. Nice. Hi, Quinn. How are you doing? Blue White Flyer to climb today? Yes, sir. We're trying it out. I saw one of the YouTubers I watch pretty regularly playing this deck. I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. I'm hoping I can beat this guy, because this guy is just spamming emotes. I had to mute him because it was really annoying me. And now I guess he's timing out because he's mad he can't win. I don't know. Playing control and rape. Right? GG, man? Like, and the guy is like hitting me with the Z's emote. before, because I'm like doing my turn at a normal pace, and the guy's like mad he has to wait. I'm like, you're playing control, bro. I know. I guess you know, if I get a win out of this, because he's so mad he roped, like I'll take it. Give me a win. We got climbing to do. So if he wants to give it to me, I'll take it. Got a store championship tomorrow. Praying for a win or two. LOL. I want that promo frog. Ooh, wait. Is there a promo frog right now at stores? Let me look it up. Is it Psychic Frog? If so, that looks sick. But if it's something else, also sick. I'm just guessing Psychic Frog. Yeah, that does look really good, actually. Take an easy win on the ladder anytime. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If this guy wants to be a little loser, just give it to me. I'll take it. All day. And I'm not the type to just like usually rag on people this much, but if you're being toxic in my game with the cards that I love, I'm gonna be a little toxic back. That's just how it is. I just wish they would surrender instead of roping. That would be the only thing that would make this better, you know? But I guess that's why people rope. GG. Well, easy win there. I didn't even have to do anything. Just made the guy mad that he had to wait 2 seconds. And then we were set. Let's go. Okay. On to the next one. Ooh, we got an orb. Actually, I'm going to go spend that and open this pack real quick. Give me cards. Yes. Ooh, what is this? You know? I don't mind that. That's kind of a cool card. Okay, let's go do the mastery, and then we'll go get the climbing going again. Quark, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay, let's grab only one of the charms, honestly. Yeah, let's do Prismar. Get that one a decent amount in draft anyway. Oh, and we have another one. Let's do Lorehold too. Actually, sorry, Quandrix is the one I use more often. Okay. Psychological warfare just by taking a normal turn. Honestly, that's like how I felt. I'm like, man, if I'm making you this upset by playing a regular turn of Magic, and don't get me wrong, this deck has very, like, a little bit longer turn 2s than normal because of the flicker stuff it's trying to do. But, like, it's not like I'm, you know, taking a year. My rope didn't even show up that game. So, I don't know what they want from me. Okay, this is a pretty good hand, actually. The Nurturing Pixie, Daydream, Starfield Shepherd. Not bad. And we can start it off with Momo for once in our lives, which is awesome. Okay, we're going to do Air Temple this turn. Could have done a Plains too, but I think this is a better move. So, let's do Starfield. Go grab ourselves a you know what, I'm gonna do Veteran Survivor for their deck. Go play it out. Now let's play Nurturing Pixie. We'll do Veteran Survivor next turn, because this way I can get the extra damage from Momo, and Starfield Shepherd I can do again. Glacierwood Siege, okay. So a mill deck, interesting. I definitely want to play this. Let's do this plus Sage of the Skies, I think. Get as many guys out as we can. Throw up Momo. And also be able to exile stuff from the graveyard for flow state. And let's do it. Of course, I have Quantum Riddler, yes. Quantum Riddler with, like, Daydream is just, like, so good. So good in this game. Okay. Let's do a Starfield Shepherd. plus Daydream Flicker, and let's run it. Okay, yeah, I played today against Grapeshot Storm and Historic. His turn 3 or 4 was just pulling his whole deck up and pinging me. That sounds obnoxious. Let's do... We'll do Momo. We'll do Momo plus Daydream here. Whole deck and ping me in the end 43 times. Just let it happen to watch because I wanted to see what his deck does. Yes, I have also done that. That is a lot of fun. We'll run... Yeah, we'll do Nurturing Pixie. Daydream or Splash Portal. Yes, exactly. I think this deck that I'm playing is mostly mono white, which is the only reason I'm not running the Splash Portal instead. Alrighty. Honestly, I think we just start by swinging in. And then we'll do some Flicker shenanigans. Parting Gust is good too. I think for this deck, with the Momo strategy though, you want the creature, you know, with like Nurturing Pixie. But Parting Gust is pretty good too. I'd say the only downside to Parting Gust is it's not 1 mana, and you can't cast it a second time like Daydream. But that's not a huge deal. But it can also be removal if you do the gift part, so that's kind of the benefit, I guess, of Parting Gust. So, to each their own. A lot of good Flicker spells, honestly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, GGG. GGG. GG, man. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do some flickering. We're going to flicker Starfield with Nurturing Pixie. If they let me. They do not want me to do that. Okay, interesting. Or Millen. Like a villain. And I guess all we can do this turn is Daydream Starfield then, so let's do it. Go find something. Probably just another Pixie, honestly. We want to keep the flyer presence up. Oh, Quantum Riddler's huge. Okay, let's go ahead and play Quantum Riddler for 1 mana. Seems pretty good. I will pay for this, absolutely. They're milling the heck out of me, though. Gotta be a little careful about that. The nice thing is if they drop another counterspell here, I think I just win by playing Pixie. Because it's return up to. I don't have to return, so I should be swinging in for 6. Yeah. GG. Let's go. We got it. That was close, though. They got me down to 18 cards. Is Mill back? Time to mill people soon? Okay. Let's keep running it. I do need to do a work thing while this one is running, so give me just a second while I get all that done. Might not be as responsive for a second, so just an FYI. Okay, not bad. More removal heavy than I usually like. Let's try another one. I think this is a little better. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. So kind of where I'm at. Probably would have been better keeping the other one. Oh, yep. Definitely better keeping the other one. Guess we can pretend to be a control deck for a little bit. Alright, next turn I think we do Sage plus Pixie. Or something like that. Okay, we're up against Lessons. Good to know. Gran. Don't like Gran. Probably gonna get rid of Gran. Sorry, Gran. One of the few creatures I would spend removal on. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Nurturing Pixie. And we'll just play a Sage of the Skies right after to get 2 of them. And hopefully next turn I can do double Sage of the Skies again. Rude. No quench. I know. Shocking. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Momo's perfect for this, actually. Do Momo. And then we'll do Sage again. The cool thing about Sage of the Skies, too, is even if they countered it, I would still get the second copy of it, you know? That's the best part about it. Almost done with the work thing. Okay, alright. Daydream's nice, but not for this guy. So let's go ahead and swing in. See what they do. My god. Removal Century here. Okay. I don't see a real point in, like, keeping my lands here. So I'd rather be low on cards, so if I get Quantum Riddler, I can play it for a lot more value. Okay. Work stuff is done. Let's go. They seriously do have answers for days. I need to draw a Quantum Riddler, I think, otherwise I'm in trouble. Yep, we're up against Is It Lessons, the classic. I'm kind of glad that other decks have been doing well, but Is It Lessons has always got a special place in my heart. A very sad place, but a special place nonetheless. Oh god. I think I'm too slow. I think my only out is Quantum Riddler here, honestly. And I think I have to draw it this turn and not get it removed immediately. Are we serious? More lands? Yeah, that's gonna be game. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. My god. I think I drew nothing but lands that game. That was pretty rough. Oh, you're good, Sky. It's called Fire Song and Sunspeaker or something like that. Wish they banned Omniscience and not Abuela's Awakening. What did they ban Abuela's Awakening in? In Standard? I may have missed that ban if that if that did happen. That's wild. What do you think? Is this Azorius Flyer deck or the Riddler Sunderflock deck stronger? Ooh, That is a great question. That is a great question. I am not sure. I would probably say this deck, just because I think it can take off a little bit quicker. That's the main reason. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna do a seam rip on their hefty guy. And then we're gonna play Helia to gain a little life. Mostly doing that, by the way, to empty my hand, because next turn I can do Erode into Quantum Riddler and probably draw 3 cards, which is pretty awesome. Okay, that's a problem, actually, because that's going to make everything 3/3s. Yeah, I don't love that. Alright, let's Erode this guy, and then we'll do Quantum Riddler. Not really much point in keeping Survivor on the back foot. So I'm going to go ahead and swing in with him. It was the meta of turn 4 Omniscience. It was when they banned the mice and Monstrous Rage. Oh, okay, okay. I was wondering what happened to Monstrous Rage, honestly. Alright, we're kind of in a little speck of trouble here. I probably have to Ang, which means I also have to definitely tap this guy down. I'll probably do it after I remove. I'll probably airbend this guy. That means I can do this. Go find probably Momo. But yeah, no swings. We'll stay on defense, and then we'll play Ang to bounce something. How does the lifelink instance work? So, ooh, okay, that's not great. Love that. You know what I also just realized? I think I'm dead either way. I'm a goofy guy. I forgot I had to pay the ward cost too. Whoops. That's awkward. So the lifelink instance and sorcery sky is for red spells, so if they do damage, you gain life from those spells. So if you're casting like a lightning bolt, for example, you do 3 damage to whatever you want, and then if you have Fire Song and Sunspeaker on the board, you gain 3 life. They had to do something. Top 8 of the Pro Tour was all mono red mice. Yeah, Monstrous Rage was a little too strong, honestly. And there were, honestly, mono red has been crazy for a while. I'm kind of glad they nerfed it a bit with that, but also aggro, like the red aggro decks are kind of dead now, so I'm kind of on the fence about it. Okay, let's go get ourselves a Momo. Hello, Momo. Lightning Bolt becomes Lightning Helix with that creature on the board. Exactly, yeah. And then if you have Lightning Helix, also, you gain 6 life instead of 3 life. So, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, I would say. Oh, Michelangelo. Interesting. Okay. We're definitely going to do a Seam Rip this turn. Or to the Badger Mole, because that's a problem. We'll play Momo. And then we can... Honestly, probably better to just warp this one, right? Gain a singular life, and then send it back. Red Leyline never needed a nerf. Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. Red Leyline was a wild card, but also, like, there's so many 1-mana spells that remove enchantments if you really want to sideboard for that. Like, not that crazy. Practiced offense is crazy. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. Wow. All right. Huh. Well, let's do Aang. We're gonna airbend probably just their land, right? And we swing in because I can't really block with that guy. Actually, the red spells gain lifelink, and white spells gain you life, deal 3 damage. Yes, correct. If you have one that's both sky, you get both effects. Oh my god. The practiced offense card is insane. That's swinging in for 10. What the heck is this? My god. Let's calm down, Mr. Michelangelo. It's not that serious, okay? Alright, let's go ahead and draw 3 cards for 1 mana. A little ancestral recall action going on. Okay, I guess we'll play Halia. And then honestly, probably better to play this guy out of my hand just so I can get more off of the Quantum Riddler coming back. Did I see the Hit Monkey spoiler? I have not seen the Hit Monkey spoiler. What's the Hit Monkey spoiler? Is that like a new card from the next set? I'm shocked they're not swinging in with their Llanowar here. It could have me so much lower. Okay, Tech Intrusion's not bad, but I can't... Yeah, can't do this, so we'll just do it the normal way, I guess. Double land is really not what you want to see with that. Alright, we gotta stay fully on defense here, I think. The card from the Marvel set. Okay, let me take a look. Oh, you're posting it in Discord. Thank you, thank you. No. Don't do that, please. It hurts. Yeah, I'll probably block with Momo, unfortunately. They also keep leaving mana up, which is obnoxious. Alright, let's play this guy. Let's go get ourselves a little bounce fella. Because low-key, we really need it. And then we can bounce the Quantum Riddler. And then next turn we can do a Quantum Riddler plus Sage of the Skies, and we're looking pretty good. I gotta say, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of support for it. It's not bad, Sky. Or with the cards you have, gotcha, maybe. You might need some more red, which I don't think I've seen you run red before, Sky. So that might be the big struggle there. You posted in the MTG channel. Thank you. Let me take a look. Hit Monkey. Monkey Assassin can't be countered. 4 mana for a 3/3. With Reach, Vigilance, Death Touch, Hexproof, and Haste. That's a lot. Wow. The Hexproof is scary. On the field, it's not that scary, but I feel like it could work really well. Well, we'll block the 9 guy. And then next turn we'll get a bunch of fellas down. Ooh, and we have Daydream too? That's actually really big. Okay. Let's go blue. So we need 2. Yeah, we can do it tapped. Okay. If I do this first, though, I can make... Well, actually, either way, I'll draw the same amount of cards. I could have drawn more, technically, but it's fine. We'll play this guy. Double it up, gain some life, draw some cards. We love it. We'll play a Springleaf Drum, and then we'll Daydream the Quantum Riddler. And draw a new Myth. Okay, and now we can also get rid of Michelangelo, potentially. They've still left up that green mana this whole time, though, which makes me nervous. I'm not actually going to do that yet, unless they block here in trade. Yeah, he has all the keywords for 4 mana. Yeah, no kidding. It's kind of crazy, actually. Surprised that's allowed. Just a little bit. Not like super surprised. Alright, but we finally gained enough life to draw with Aaliyah, which is cool. And we have 2 life-linking flyers, which lets us save ourselves a hit or 2. I'd like to keep Quantum Riddler to keep drawing cards with the Daydream Flicker stuff. But, yeah, honestly. Feel it. Okay. What you got, Mr. No Lands Man? That's something I'm getting rid of immediately. Goodbye. Have a land, my friend. It's tapped. But we're going to start being able to swing in for big hits, too, which is great. Because we can still leave defenders up for now. Ooh, okay. We'll do this. Sage. And then we'll go swinging. And then I'm going to blink the Quantum Riddler. We're looking in pretty good. Don't see Hitmonkey doing much in Standard, but in Commander, that's pretty darn good, right? That's what I'm thinking, too. I guess my other thought on that, too, is I think it might be a good sideboard piece, but, like, not the best, like, mainboard tech, you know? Do I play this? I might play this. No, I think I want to keep up blockers. But I think it could be a good sideboard piece against control for, like, a mono green deck. Because, like, if a control deck doesn't have any creatures, and you've got a hexproof guy, it's really hard to deal with. Although for 4 mana, it is a lot, and they do have board wipes. But if you had a way to give it indestructible, that thing would be basically unstoppable in certain matchups. Oh my god, they got the thing. Okay. I think I just don't block, but GG's. Nice. Okay, we got a dub. Let's go. Let's keep climbing. I'm hoping we can hit diamond pretty quickly. That's the idea. I don't know if that'll happen. But worst case scenario, I'm thinking I want to hit diamond by the end of the stream. We'll see. A little far off of that though. Ugh. Kind of gross. I don't think we can afford the seam rip. No. Hello. Play Momo. And then we can do probably this. And then we play Sage. Only downside is I don't get to benefit off of Momo, but not too bad. Funny thing, I don't have that many instant or sorcery spells in white that gain me life. That's fair. That's kind of interesting, Sky. Out of what you play, that's pretty interesting. Okay, they surrendered really quick on that one. Do people not like Momo? What just happened? Don't open a link. Trying to open a pack. Alright, come on. Alright. We'll take a wild card. No complaints there. Most stuff you play is creature life gain. That is kind of interesting, Sky. I feel like I'm not like shocked, but I'm not like not shocked, you know? Okay, let's do Momo. We don't have the same exact combo as last time, but we can get off to a pretty quick start. We do have the Starfield Shepherd too. Follow up. And a Nurturing Pixie on our field, so not too mad about that. Alright. Let's play this. Let's do Starfield. Go ahead and find... Honestly, I think at this point, land is probably the move. Let's go ahead and grab that. And then we can do a... this is actually tough. Let's do Daydream. I want to have another threat on the field, ideally. And then we'll grab a... black green deck. Okay, we probably just want to go quick then. So let's do a Mockingbird. Oh, it's Graveyard. Alright, well, I should have grabbed Veteran, I guess. Might have to Daydream the Starfield again because of that. Or I could Nurturing Pixie it, I suppose. Let's do this, Sage of the Skies, and then we'll Nurturing Pixie this Shepherd after. We can grab Veteran Survivor, and we can swing in, I'm pretty sure for lethal next turn if they don't remove anything. We've been very aggressive this game, actually. Not even gonna lie. And they don't have any blockers, so I think we just win. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this. Let's play this. Go for ourselves a Veteran. Well, actually, I think since we're trying... let's grab a Veteran Survivor. Go ahead and tap this guy for white. We'll do a Daydream. we'll grab a Pixie. And then we go ahead and play Veteran. We play Pixie. We'll play Mockingbird for 1. Yep. That's enough. Let's go. We did it. Good game. Good game. Sky, another one that comes to mind for like a burn-ish strategy is you could do something like the there's 2 cards that come to mind for me right now that are Rakdos. One is Croxa. He is very good. He also makes people discard cards, which is pretty solid. And then there's also what's it called? I don't remember. Well, I don't really want to play anything. Yeah, let's hold off for this turn. But the other one's called like Obosh, I think, and it's like a 5 mana card that like doubles the damage of like odd numbered creatures or something like that. So that one's pretty good for burn. What's up, Shara? How you doing? Okay, well, guess I can Daydream Halia, or I could Angswift Savior. I need to get a clock going, so let's go ahead and Angswift Savior. We'll bounce the Increment fella. Keep hitting for damage. See what happens. If I can draw a land, I'm in pretty good shape because I can do a double spell situation. That's terrifying. Okay. Okay. Not good. Not good. Yeah, I feel like I'm just cooked here. I can Daydream to, like, slow down Galta. So maybe I just go for that. I'll bounce the Aang. Or sorry, I'll bounce nothing. Well, that technically is a misplay then, because I could add him down to 13, but let's Daydream Aang. Bounce the Galta. See what happens. So how good do you think Momo is? Momo is honestly a very good card for a very specific strategy. So I would say pretty good. Oh god. Oh my god. Well, I can go find a land now. The problem is I think if I don't win here, I lose here. So, yeah, that's not great. Especially with Galta having Trample is big trouble. I can only afford to swing in with one dude. I think I'm still dead. This is really bad. No lands and stuff. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I know him by heart. Oh, the Obosh? yeah, you know Obosh. The companion guy. Yeah, go check those guys out. Guys, see if those are more your game plan. Oh, did they just removed everything and then won? Okay. Wow, that was beat down and a half. My god, I got wrecked. Love the companions. Yeah, the companions are pretty cool. I think some of them, they should have thought about the wording of things more. But for most of them, I think it's they're a pretty cool mechanic for the game. Actually close to having all of them borderless alt art in real life. That's crazy, Shara. Hell yeah. Which ones are you missing? Okay, this is awful. I don't have any payoffs. Same, but I guess at least I have removal. So we'll try it. Bye-bye. Play best of 3. I could play best of 3. I don't know if I'd want to play this deck in best of 3. It's a little better if you have the element of surprise, in my opinion. Okay, well, we're going to continue to draw absolutely nothing, so that's awesome. Love that for us. Okay. There we go, something. Okay. Go get ourselves a Momo. And then we will go ahead and daydream the Shepherd. Probably should have played this on tap first, because I could have countered something with Detect Intrusion. I don't know that I would have countered that, to be honest. Because I can just go get a second one. Hee hee. Llama, did you get a collector's box of Lord of the Rings when it came out? I sadly did not. I was not as big into Magic when Lord of the Rings stuff came out. Did not get myself a collector's box of that stuff. Which I'm really sad about. So I'm going to definitely do it when the Hobbit set comes out. Because I really like a lot of those cards. Karuga and Luris are the ones I'm missing. Luris is expensive. So I wish you the best of luck. Alright, let's go ahead and grab another guy. Should I do Momo or should I do... yeah, let's do Momo. But we still got Detect Intrusion if something goes horribly wrong. Yo, they hate Momo with a passion. But yeah, I did get a collector's box of the Final Fantasy set. That was great. Yeah, I will counter this. Bounce this to my hand. Go find another one. I can't get rid of any of my stuff. Poor fella. It's all sticking around for the long run. Alright, let's go find another guy. Let's do Nurturing Pixie. Bounce Starfield Shepherd. And honestly, I'm probably going to do it again if they don't have anything to say about it. Okay, they don't. They're just removal Tron here, I guess. So we will take advantage of that and get as many Nurturing Pixies as we can. Play 1 billion Starfield Shepherds. Let's go. Posted a pic of them in Discord. Heck yeah. I was lucky, and I'll go check that out in a second, Shara. I was lucky and was able to afford one box and pulling a human soul ring. If it was serialized, I probably would have passed out from hyperventilating. Honestly, fair. Well, I mean, I guess I got a discard regardless. Is it a discard deck? Have I been bamboozled? All right, give me that card, the Quantum Riddler. I'll be set. Box topper was Balin's Tomb. Actually, I mean, hey, that's a really good card. So, I don't blame you. That's a really good option. And then Altart Luris ain't expensive. Less than €1. Ah, that sucks. Alright, well, we're gonna just keep swinging. I'm gonna keep cards in hand because Bandit's talent. But Hopefully we draw something good soon. Let's just say, draw a stab or initial card for each who has one or fewer. So we'll keep both in hand for now. If I get a case where I can do Age of the Skies as the second card, I will do that. But yeah, you love box toppers. I also really like going to pre-release. Yes, that's huge. Okay, we can do this now. And then also Sage of the Skies. Let's go. And we still have Quantum Riddler on the side. Oof, I needed that real bad. Sometimes you just need someone to give you a riddle, you know? Yeah, I'll block there. Sad they're doing away with the promo stamp. Yeah, I actually really like the promo stamp, personally. It always made me feel special, you know? Okay, well, I don't want to play this yet, because I need to play it when I have one or fewer cards in hand, so. Well, that's not one or fewer cards in hand. That's a lot of lands. But yeah, I don't know when they're getting rid of it. Do you know when, GG, man? There we go. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. Well, it says up to 1 target creature spell. So I'm going to do 0. We'll play a land. Play Quantum Riddler. Bada bing, bada boom. Draw some cards. And a Daydream. Whoo! Mind if I do? Big old Quantum Riddler. Turtles was the last set to get the stamp. That's actually so sad, GG, man. I like the stamp was like one of my favorite parts of going to a pre-release, because I had a card that was like, okay, you obviously got this from a pre-release, and it was like such a cool thing to have. Okay, well, I think we got this one. They don't have any cards left, and all they have is this Restless Cottage right now. So I'm gonna Starfield Shepherd, go find something, get another creature down. Okay, we're gonna double Starfield Shepherd, find things. I'm gonna do Warp on this one. I might Warp on both of them, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, let's do a Nurturing Pixie. That makes the most sense. We can also do this with the Mockingbird, so I'm gonna go grab Mockingbird as well. Because we just want to flood the board with as many guys as possible. Then we'll go grab a Veteran Survivor. And let's go ahead and play that. And actually I can play this, so might as well. Let's tap this guy down so I can go search their graveyard for stuff. Or get rid of stuff out of their graveyard. I'll get rid of the Withering Curse. Higher mana value, the better. It is a Mockingbird. I've got one in the deck. To go copy some shenanigans. We don't have lethal right now, but we are very close. And honestly, since they played the land, I'm just gonna double block here, because I'm gonna have a board state, and they're not going to. I don't have a lot of stuff I can search left in my deck with Starfield Shepherd, but I can get lands, thin the deck out, you know? He needs Nurturing Pixie anyway. Okay, Daydream is pretty cool. Not super helpful right now, but fine. I'll probably just do double Starfield here. Puts the most pressure on, so. And I'm going to hold on to Daydream for something that a little more impactful than just going to find a land, honestly. But next turn, if they can't answer the Starfield Shepherds, they're cooked. Let's get rid of Mind Roots. And we let it be. Oh, wait, they have food. Never mind. I don't quite have them dead, but... And they also have Momentum Breaker, which is basically a food. A little less effective than a food, but still food. Ooh, Sage of Disguise is good. Let's start by swinging in. I can't quite add lethal with the Airbender Temples if they sack those, so I'm not going to. Let's do that one. Now that guy's big, donkey fella. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna grow my board state, because if they have a board wipe, I'd rather not lose my extra fellas here. So we're not going to. GG. Nice. Alright, we're hovering a little bit in Platinum 2, but I feel like we're making slow progress, you know? Slowly but surely. You guys know when the season ends? I feel like it's pretty soon. So, I need to make some some good progress. Alright, not bad. We'll try it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. We'll grab Momo. Ideally, I draw a land and I can do Momo plus Sage of the Skies, but we'll see what happens. The only problem with Air Temple is it sometimes comes in tapped. Right, they're ramping. Interesting. I wonder what they're playing. I don't actually know. Perfect. Alright, let's do this. And Sage of the Skies. I think, honestly, next turn, I might just leave up Aang. Because they might have, like, a board wipe or something I don't want to deal with. Could also Nurturing Pixie into another Sage, though, which does sound lovely. Okay, so it is a control deck. Definitely worth holding up Aang next turn then. Can I do this? This? No. If I do this. Okay, yeah, I can. If I do this. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I should have swung in first. Oops. We'll play this. We'll hold up the Aang. This also de-incentivizes them from playing a board wipe because they don't know what I have. But yeah, I could have gotten in 2 more damage there if I hadn't misclicked like a dummy. My god. I don't like that. Actually, I don't care about duress at all. It's all creatures here, baby. What else you got? Definitely are bending that. I'll tell you what. Can you play a Professor for 2 mana next turn? Absolutely you can, but you won't. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm gonna go find a land. So I don't have to tap down my boys. Go pretty wide. And we'll tap down the one that's about to leave. And honestly, if they don't deal with this board state, I think I can maybe win next turn with the Abandoned Air Temple. I think I have 15 damage, like, ready. So they need the board wipe for Deadly Cover up here, I think. Or maybe not. Technically, I don't have quite leaf. Oh. I lost a life. Might still be able to lethal them, to be honest. But I'm still going to go for the Professor first, I think. Because that life gain will be obnoxious. Okay, we got Momo. I guess I could transform Aang. That'd be kind of funny. Not a flyer anymore, but a scary fella. And I don't have to, like, add anything new to the board. Posted my pretty avatar cards, all foil, and the Ancient Tomb and Soul Ring from Collector's Box. Yeah, let me take a look at all the stuff you guys posted, because Shara posted something earlier, too. Necropsy? That's right. Alright, well, we're gonna get rid of your Professor. I love all the alt arts. Those are so good. And let me look at the pictures from UGG, man. Ooh, nice. Oh, I love the, like, elvish stuff. It's so good. I know it done. These guys have got to stop gaining life. It's kind of rude. I can't be aggro out here when everybody's gaining life. Oh, perfect. They're losing life now. Let's go. Okay, honestly, we're just gonna do this. Make them answer the current board state or suffer the consequences. And then if they answer the board state, I will make a new one. Yeah, the Elven writing is so cool. I'm kind of jealous, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the question is, what did they get rid of? Stage of the Skies? Makes sense. Goodbye, Sage, forever. It was nice knowing you. Okay, ideally, I can get myself into a situation where I have a lethal on board, but I don't think I can quite get there. So we'll just do our best. Honestly, yeah, let's do a veteran survivor. We'll tap down Momo. Wipe my board again, punk. Do it. Not because you want to, because you have to. Okay, well, that's kind of disrespectful. I didn't actually think they'd do it. Okay. We'll do the Shepherd. We might do a Daydream too. But we'll see. We'll see. Yep. Definitely that. Honestly, probably a Nurturing Pixie. So we're gonna do this, do Daydream, and then we're gonna probably Nurturing Pixie it. We're just gonna flood the board as much as we can. I guess I could have done that on Springleaf Drum, but I think they're doing a lot of board wipes, so we're gonna do our best. I have an Hang at the Crossroads deck built on paper, and it's so much fun trying to keep track of all the triggers. GG, man. You're braver than I. I would not be able to keep track of all those triggers. And good night, Vibes Pusher. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. And good luck on your road to Mythic, my friend. I just realized this guy's sleeves are like animated and they have a turtle shell. It's kind of wild. I might have to erode this Restless Cottage here soon. Could be a problem. Alright. Go ahead and do this. And then we're going to Nurturing Pixie it. We're going to do this. And then we're going to do Momo. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to go get a Mockingbird. And then we're going to do this. Copying a Pixie. We're going to do that. And yeah. Then we're going to think about what we did. What's really fun is Preston the Vanisher. That's not a real card. There's no way there's a guy named Preston in Magic. I'm looking this up. That can't be real. What? Why is there a Preston? You got my erode, buddy. I mean, that is a really cool card, actually, though. I like all the rabbits, honestly. I'm a big fan. Bruh, how many board wipes are you running? My god. All of them, apparently. Okay. I might as well just play it for full, because I'm gonna go get Momo. Anything else is just, like, a bonus. They probably minus here, and then I just cry for a while. But we'll see. Maybe they get greedy. Nope. Well, at least you can't ult for a while. But I think we're a little cooked. Make a llama deck. Sky, I would if I could. There's only like 2 or 3 llamas in the deck. Or in, sorry, not in the deck, in Magic's history. And yeah. Alright. Is there a way I come back at this point? Only if I draw Quantum Riddler. That's my only shot here. But yeah, I wish I could make a llama deck. Maybe they'll release some. I could do changelings, I guess, but alright. If I can't draw Quantum Riddler this turn, I'll say we've lost this one. But yeah, having Preston out and Blinking Solitude is a war crime that I've committed so many times. Honestly, that sounds about right. War crime is accurate. There's not a llama commander, Sky. I did have somebody in my chat at one point that made like an like a fake llama card. But yeah, llamas are not real in this game. There's maybe like 3, I think, total, if I remember correctly from last time I looked. So I can't really build a llama deck. Alright, can't daydream what I don't have, so we're gonna go ahead and call it there, because Professor with double Cornucopia, all the card draw, and Liliana, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Technically, you're not wrong, though. More fun the Boundless is also llama. A lot of llama potential, but I haven't really taken advantage of it yet. Here's what we got to do, guys. If I get to be a big enough content creator, or I do well enough in professional Magic, maybe I can design a card, and then I can design like a llama. Thoughts? What do we think? Aw, Momo. Bye, buddy. Alright, let's go find... Honestly, I think we just find the plains here. That's we need land, so... I'm here for it. That should be my goal. I'm down, yeah. Because I think... I can't remember exactly how it works. But I think if you get far enough into, like, the Pro League, you get to design a card, if I remember correctly. And it's been a while since I've done that, but it is, or since I've like looked into that, but it does seem very possible. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of Batchable here. Big fan of tokens here. Yeah. I know, GG man, I know. You in your enter the battlefield effects and your token effects, you love it all. I think. Honestly, GG man, you're kind of funny to me because like I feel like there's 3 strategies I think of when I think of you. I think of Blink, I think of tokens, and I think of control decks. I don't know. I don't know how this happened, but that's what I think of when I think of you. All right. Well, we can probably get one of these guys down. I think, if I'm mathing this correctly. So we'll do a Starfield Shepherd. Because we can do this next turn to go find more stuff. What about you? Sky, I definitely think of life gain, cats, and dogs. Those are the 3 I think of for you. I think I haven't seen you play the artifact deck enough to get that into my brain. I think life gain, cats, and dogs. Actually, less dogs, I would say. More 1/1 counters instead of dogs. But I'd say cats, life gain, and 1/1 counter decks. Yeah. Haven't really been playing cats lately. That's true. You've been branching out a lot, which has been fun to see. Ooh, Super Shredder is not ideal. I need to get rid of that as soon as possible. Oh god. That's also a problem. That's a 5/5 Super Shredder if they want to put all the counters on it right now. Alright, that is a 7/7 Super Shredder if they want to put all the counters on it right now. They can also spread it out though. And make 2 big guys. Oh, I'm scared. Guys, send help. Send in a road. Or a team rip. Because I need it. Okay, play this. Let's do this. Oh my, wait, my flicker strategy's backfiring. Yeah, this is the problem actually. Let's Mockingbird their Super Shredder actually. Because I think with all the flicker stuff, I want to be able to keep up with their Super Shredder. And mine can fly. So, we're looking pretty cool. I like tokens because they're just so expendable. That's messed up right there. Oh, Obsessive Pursuit? I'm in trouble here, Loki. That's not good. What are you, an evil mustache man? A BBG? Honestly, right? That's what I'm saying. think if I'm lucky here, I might be able to grow my Super Shredder big enough to just, like, win the game. I think I'd need some more, like, flicker effects, but I might be able to pull it off, honestly. No. You need to counter something, but we'll see. The boss? Yeah, that's pretty super villainy, I'm not gonna lie. Let that be for now. And I'm taking 16 right now on the board. Oh, jeez. Actually, I think I'm cooked. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I don't think there's a way I make a comeback at that point. I should have countered probably the first one. The triggered ability. Okay. I don't think I'm climbing as quick as I wanted to with this deck. I think I'm going to swap. Let's see what's doing well in the metagame. Okay, Izzet Prowess is still in a great spot, so I think I'm going to grab that. Because I think that's just going to be a little bit quicker to climb. I'm going to grab the most current version and then update it for best of one. And then we'll be off to the races, squad. Off to the races. Okay. Boring though. Yeah, it's not exciting, but I do want to climb, so I am gonna go for it. Okay, it's very different than it was a while ago. I think honestly we just go full aggro. I don't really think we need the roaring furnaces. But we're gonna give this a shot. Just some uncommons to craft it. Get a little styling. And yeah, we're not gonna do a sideboard here, so. But yeah, it's not exciting, but I do want to hit Mythic. So sacrifices must be made. Well, I said when you get rid of my real creatures, one of my tokens, I'm like, I'll just make more. That's fair. I do really like tokens, honestly. Token strategies are a lot of fun. I don't like keeping up with, like, massive token decks in Paper Magic, because it just gets so out of control. But in like, Arena, tokens are so much fun. What's up, Benzo? How are you? Massive token or massive counter decks in Paper, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, Benzo, it's like... It's so many, like, counting and, like... Oh, do I have tokens or do I have to use, like, little sideboard pieces? Like... It's kind of a pain. But when Arena handles it all for you, it's way more fun. Exactly. Ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Hardened Academic is tough. This was a really good card to come out to add to the discard deck. The life link is really helpful. Especially for my deck. And yeah. Okay. Honestly, I think I just get rid of the discard outlet. And we don't really need to tap anything, so just get rid of their discard, and then we'll swing in for 2. We'll do the Boomerang Basics combo thing next turn. Probably. Why math is for blockers, right? Honestly. Yeah, Benzo, I honestly... There's, like, certain deck archetypes that I would never play in Paper, but I would play the absolute crap out of in, in Arena. Okay, I might honestly Boomerang Basics their Mako. Because it's just getting a little hefty for me. But I think it's better to Boomerang Basics the Storm Chasers, so we're going to do that. Play another one. And then let's slide a hand. Yeah, Wild Ride. Sounds awesome. Like all the tokens and dice on my board, lol. Yeah, you do enjoy Control. I think Control is not as bad as people say it is. What format? This is in Standard, Travis. We're playing, trying to rank up right now. See if we can get up to Diamond today. Made a stalemate deck in Arena once. Condition was a Shia plus Puck. Jeez, that's crazy. All right, that's pretty lethal right there. What did? Oh yeah, dude, that card, the practiced offense, is way better than I gave it credit for. Kind of crazy. Yeah, like I don't know. There's certain types of decks that I think are still fun in both formats of like paper Magic versus non-paper, but I think most of the time the stuff that has all the triggers and all that stuff is better in paper, or sorry, in Arena. But then like stuff like combo decks and things like that are way better in paper, because you can explain your combo if you're going to win the game and then get the dub on the next turn. This is pretty good. We've got Secret Identity to buff up our Bella. And then technically we could do it again to give it hexproof if we need to. We've also got Opt, so we're looking pretty good here. I was so happy, little Timmy, for so many years, but Control has conditioned me to interact. So then I become mid-range, and aggro conditioned me to interact. So now I became Control, and now now this deck is just janky combo slop. Yeah, I think I was always a little bit of a janky guy. My first like commander deck was Omnath Locus of Rage, which is just kind of a goofy, make a bunch of 5/5s that cause damage when they die. And then I went to Brea with like some weird artifact shenanigans. And so I think I've always been on the goofy front. But I think honestly in like ranked and like when I'm trying to win, I really prefer Control, because I feel like it's got a lot more skill expression than like an aggro deck, you know? And kind of same for combo, depending on the combo. Some of them are not very skillful, but some of them can be. To be honest, I started with cats and took the white out and played with that. That's fair. That's fair. My commander is Locus. Oh, Locus of Mana, sick. I have a. You know, actually, I don't know if I ever bought Locus of Mana, but Locus of Mana is sick. The OG Omnath. I'm so happy they came out with all 5 colors. I think it's so cool that they did that. I kind of hope they come out with a version of him that's like colorless. Like something happens to him in the lore and he loses all the mana. I think that would be so fun. Alright, well apparently my opponent has left the game, so we're going to try to win. Can I win here? 4, 3, 4, 5... And I could do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so not quite. But I guess they might just be gone, so we'll see. You know, sometimes, like, I dislike the roping. Like, when I'm trying to combo off in a turn and it's kind of a long combo, I don't like the ropes. But when it's a case like this versus, like, MTG Online, where I'd have to sit here for 20 minutes if my opponent went AFK, or like 25, I think, I so much prefer the roping. Not even close. You see, I was crushing people with my counter brawl deck earlier. Yeah, I did. Hell yeah, dude. I'm glad your counter brawl deck is coming together. That's really sick. I like that they made flavors of Omnath too. Each card has pretty unique interactions. True. Honestly, like, it'd be kind of hard to play all of them together in the same deck. I guess you could do elementals, but they're all very different focuses. So it's very interesting to see. I guess you could do 5-color Omnath, but I feel like each deck is so different. It's not like the most ideal thing to do in the world. Alright, I feel like Control is a pretty good matchup for us. This is a good thing. I'm using a counter shell as well. Nice. Can't wait till I get Boss 3 in the deck. I got you. Oh, wait, no, this is artifacts. Okay. Interesting. Let's do the thing with the Storm Chasers. And the next turn we can do, I don't know, Wild Ride into Flow State maybe? Or Opt into Flow State? Probably Wild Ride into Flow State. This is Who Shakes the World. Lands are considered elemental. Oh, interesting. Always forget about that, honestly. Honestly, we're in pretty good shape here. I think, honestly, I'm going to go for Draycatcher. And we're going to go ahead and... Oh, I should have done that, actually. Go ahead and Opt. Prowess it up. It's not bad. It's not great. I guess I can play it with Flow State next turn. I definitely should have Wild Rided the Draycatcher, though. Can't stop gushing about your Bishop deck. I'm glad you like it, dude. It's a sick deck. Alright, let's go ahead and play this. We'll go ahead and do a Flow State out of it, because we're not going to get lethal here, but we might as well. Do a little damage. Got him down to 10. Alright, we need more creatures, honestly. Worst case scenario, I can Storm Chaser's talent and get a Boomerang Basics back. Or I could upgrade this all the way, I guess. Oh, hey, that works. Yeah, let's Boomerang Basics. Okay, I'm probably going to do a Wild Ride into something here. Oh, wait, it comes in tap. Never mind. Let's do a Flow State here. I don't want to, like, do too much, but I think I'd like to get some guys on the board. So that way I can swing in for big damage next turn. I want to make a Katara Waterbending Master Brawl deck, but I don't know if that if that's a line I can cross. Yeah, the Katara card, if it's the one I'm thinking of, is really strong. Okay, we're about to win here. This is perfect. We'll do a Wild Ride. We'll do a Secret Identity. Do a Burst Lightning. Yeah. GG's. Artifacts too slow. But yes, the Origin Bishop deck is great. Know any good cheap historic counter generators like Simone, but cheaper? I'm using Bill, Zimone, Paradox Sculptor, and Innkeeper's Tap. Ooh, let me think. For do you want the card to be historic, or do you want it to like trigger off of historic things being played, Benzo? What are you looking for? Okay, Secret Six Haven. Ooh, a Dawning Archaic. Nice. Big. One of the few cards I don't have everything of. Alright. Again. Benzo Leader's Talent is a 2-drop like Innkeeper. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Leader's Talent's pretty solid. Just in the historic format, going for a 90 card deck that assembles like a grid. Okay. This is not a great hand, honestly. It's a lot of lands. But we'll give it a go. I want to test out this Draycatcher, honestly. Sent it again. Nice. Trying to think of like what the best counter generator would be. For like, you'd want a 1-mana one, I guess, basically. Oh god. I don't think we're gonna be fast enough for this deck, unfortunately. This is not good. Honestly, I think I hold on to that so I can do it later. Do this. Next turn we can do all 3 of these. I think honestly too, I'm just gonna swing in and they're gonna block with the 1/1, so but yeah, Benzo, like, I think the best like cheap 1/1 counter thing is probably like Hardened Scales. Pretty sure that's in historic at this point. Oh god. I might be dead. As soon as next turn. This is the downside of not having Graveyard Hate in your main deck. Okay, let's do a sleight of hand, see what we can find. Yeah, we'll grab a Flow State. We know they're gonna block, so that's fine. Go Flow Staten. I think, honestly, Wild Ride's my only shot of, like, getting a dub, so... They got the land. I think I'm cookity cooked. True, it doesn't generate counters, GG, man. Fair point. Fair point. Okay, they don't have the land yet. They're digging for it. I think I need the freaking Bird Wizard. Ooh, that works too. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. And we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do it on him. As much damage as we can. Hopefully that gets them low enough to where I can take them out in a turn or two. Ooh, and it's a tap land! Let's go! Okay, I think we can win, actually. I think what I do is I upgrade the Burst Lightning. Well, we'll see what they play. I might actually Wild Ride. Well, probably not. It's just, yeah, probably Burst Lightning, yeah. Okay, so if I double for Burst Lightning on Formidable Speaker, it gets rid of it. I have a 2 3/3s and a 2/2, which is 8 damage. You okay? So I think I just go for the Boomerang basics, and then double Burst Lightning. We got it. Let's go. Agent Bishop is one of her combat starts. You put 2. Yeah. Agent Bishop's pretty good. He's 3 mana, so that's kind of the downside, but pretty good. Leader's Talent is whenever you attack, put a 1/1 counter on attacking creature for 2 mana. Yeah. Leader's Talent's pretty solid. Alright. Back to the grind. The 3 mana isn't really an issue. That's fair, Sky. But I think in a format like Historic, when your turn 3 plays you're running up against are like a Grease Fang, it's a little tougher to keep up in that situation. Okay, let's grab a... we'll do a Boomerang. Sure. Okay, let's do this. We will plot our fella. And the next turn we're going to be a problem. A menace, you might say. Beep. And let's put this on red. Okay, they don't seem to have any interactions, so I'm going to go for some decent damage here. Good. And I kind of want to leave up the secret identity here. I'm just going to go face with the... Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I've been trying to run a removal punishment to some degree for things like Mono Red Prowess, Gold Vein Hydra. Nice, nice. Classic. Okay, so they're more of a control shell. I think I can win this turn, though. Okay, so we'll give it 3-4, so it lives. Okay, let's fly to hand. See if we can get some stuff coming. First lightning's lovely. Let's hit their face with this, though. And get them down to 5. We're pretty close to lethal. I need them not to gain life, though. That's my issue here. And they might be able to. This is sometimes an advantage because I can get one card out for 1 or 2 mana. And then Agent Bishop buffs them. That's true, Sky. That's true. We got land. Lightning Helix? I'm hoping not, but it's very likely. Oh, okay. Pyroclasm's not as big of a deal. I can actually still do some damage. Okay, and now if they can't gain life, they are dead. Which they should have their revelation. So I think they'll be okay. But we'll see what they do. Yeah, Generous Pup is crazy, this guy. That card is insane. They returned to land? Really? Seems a little goofy. Okay. And I will play it on red. Go ahead and swing in. Guess I could have double boomerang bait. Oh, I could have won! I'm so bad at this game, y'all. I could have double boomeranged and then burst lightning their face. I'm so I'm so dumb. If they have a board wipe here, I'm dead. I'm dead. Danish doorknob. Yeah, I know, GG, man. I had a brain fart. Okay. Well, they're stocking up, so I don't think they have Jeskai Revelation. They might still have a board wipe. I gotta play slower so people can call it out. Because I'm bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that bad. But sometimes even decent players make mistakes. Sad days. They have the board wipe here, and I don't draw a creature. I'm probably... Alright, I gotta be right back, y'all. Alright, I'm back. I think I'm just gonna hit them in the face with this while they're tapped out. That way I have them low enough to cause some problems on my turn. Another tablet, huh? Lovely. Tablet is such a good card. Okay, we're gonna start with an opt. Look shot's perfect. Let's plot that guy. And hopefully we can do some things next turn. Ugh, pop my back. My god. They're so low. I can't believe I threw lethal. This is so depressing. Okay. We're gonna try again. Ooh, that's actually a great draw. Okay, we're gonna do blue. We're gonna play Slick Shot. If they don't have the counter spell, I think I can do this. Okay, no counter spell. Go ahead, bounce. I'm gonna hold up the burn and secret identity. They have another removal. I think I'm super dead, but we'll see what happens. My god. You got more? You got a counter spell for my 1 mana protective spell? Yeah, I do. Okay. And yeah, I think I have to wait again, unfortunately. But I think I'm dead. Actually, yeah, they're at 7. I don't think I can make a comeback. Well, okay, if we draw a bird now, maybe. Maybe. That's not a bird. Okay, we're gonna just surrender then. We did not get what we needed to make a comeback after that. I mean, not bad. It's not... I don't have any 1 mana plays, unfortunately. But I think... if I can do this... and then I can do Drake Hatcher plus Wild Ride and Slick Shot, I'm gonna be causing some problems. And they got rid of some removal on me. Alright. Let's run it. Me and you. Do that guy. Do Hatcher. And let's buff that guy to Hatcher. Probably have Shock for this guy. Yeah, Burst Lightning. Same thing. Do I know what your Adzan cards? I don't. Okay, I can just do this. Could have done it at instant speed, but fine. Probably will block the Slick Shot here. Do you mean Abzan guy, or is that a card name that I don't know? Right, and I do have this for removing his guy, so I think we're doing okay here. They're ahead. But we have like the removal to kind of keep up here. Okay, let's do a flow state. Grab. Honestly, let's grab these two. I'm not going to pay for it, because I don't know if I need to. Abzan, yeah, give creature 1/1s like flying first strike. It's not ringing a bell for me, Sky. I'm sorry. Alright. I guess we remove this guy. Get rid of him. Let's slide a hand, see if we can find a creature. There's one. Abzan Falconer. Can you send that one in the Discord, Sky? It's not ringing a bell for me, unfortunately. I also have the secret identity I can use. I think I'm in decent enough shape here. Oh, they're going face. Okay. I see how it is. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm dead. I guess I could have stayed on defense there, but sadly, I don't have all that much like instant removal for big stuff like that. I think it's playing so many big guys. White Orchid Phantom's pretty brutal. Reluctant Model's cool. Yeah. Yeah, you got some good cards. Okay, we don't have red mana. Let's try again. A little better. Yeah, let's stick with the card draw. We got an otter. Okay. Honestly, yeah, let's just flow state. Definitely need the land. I'd rather keep the creature, but I really need the land. Press the F instead of the P there. Yeah, I do that sometimes too, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Reanimator is a little scary, not gonna lie. Do this. And then we'll do flow state. Ooh, actually, never mind, we're gonna do this. Next turn we do flow state. I wonder if we can swing in for lethal next turn. I don't know that we can, but I might try. They're right next to each other. Yeah, totally. Totally. Right next to each other, for sure. For sure. Summon Fenrir, okay. I do have Vibrant Outburst. I can tap him down. Okay, we're gonna start with Flow State, see what we get. Burst Lightning plus... I guess we go for the Burst Lightning. I think I'm basically, because of their target they've got, I'm going to have to get the bounce spell and then be able to swing in for lethal on the same turn. It doesn't have lifelink though, so maybe not. Okay, let's do this. And then we'll run a slide hand here. Grab ourselves a land. And the turn. Okay. Hexproof, and I forgot about Perenation. Actually, wait. Is Perenation really good in this format? With that card specifically? Because how in the hell are like 90% of decks supposed to deal with that? Like, I can't actually win from here, I don't think. Yeah. Yeah, I can't win from there. There's just absolutely no way. That's a really cool deck. Yeah, Shadow Spear. And I don't even think most decks run Shadow Spear right now because nobody's running stuff like Parination. That's really cool. Trying to think, even like control decks, like if that, at least if it resolved, like obviously the control decks are gonna say not today, but that's pretty good, pretty cool idea. I like it. Picasso. It's a good like format beater, you know. All right, let's test out our stallion. We'll hold up some removal. Also, when the best of one have a 15 card sideboard because that was a huge upgrade for me. Yeah, I mean usually it does have or best of one shouldn't have 15 cards, I guess, but I think if you play like best of 3, you can get a 15 card sideboard. I'm pretty sure best of one only does like a 7 card sideboard or something like that, if I'm remembering correctly. Alright, I think honestly we're just gonna play both of these. And then we can do Burst Lightning next turn. I'm at 20. Odds of them taking me out with that guy are pretty low. 7 for the longest time, but now it's 50. It's 15 now? That's crazy. What the heck? Yeah, some of those decks that can go grab cards out of the sideboard got a huge upgrade from that. Oh wait, are they gonna have lethal? Do they have like the fling? There's no way, right? They have it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we serious? We're running fling in 2026. I'm back down to plat 3 because of a fling card. Oh my god. This is terrible news. Well, so far with my record, y'all, I've actually lost ranking. So maybe I need to switch it up. I don't know. Well, let's try this again. Almost considered transitioning to Simic Super Friends with Karn and Vivian Arcbow to Ranger to unpack my, my deterministic win. That's really funny. Okay. With a lot of lightning, a little bit of secret identity. Cool but rude. Alright. Makes sense. Okay, honestly, let's just buff this guy as much as we can. Go big. We got too many lands this game. Too many lands. The burb. That's the burb right there. Okay. Well, we don't have any sorceries in the graveyard, so we might as well do this now. I think I play this. Go Burst Lightning for the face. Next turn I can do this, or I can do Storm Chaser's Talent if they didn't want me to have fun. A custom card called Don't. 2 mana does not, where target player doesn't. Sounds like something Gator would make, honestly. Ooh, Flail's good. Flail's very good. I can discard their whole hand now. I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Alright, I think I have to go for lethal now. Or have blockers. I don't know if I can afford the Steam Bets. Problem. Might end up playing the control strategy here. Let's do it on their upkeep. Tap down their Ghast, and we'll remove the Phoenix here. I think that's my best play. And then next turn I can do some more shenanigans. They can still discard 1 card. No, not Monument, please, not like this. And they've got me down to effectively... Oh. Oh, I didn't know Cool But Rude had Gamble at the end. That's cool. Well, that means I discard twice. Or they can discard twice. Which means I take 7. Yeah, I take 7. That's crazy. Okay, I have to win this turn then. Glad I didn't use the shock land. The 1. Alright, well, since they can't attack, I'm chilling. Wait, how can you re-equip it to the same creature? I thought you had to target a different creature. What? Can you actually, like, equip it onto the same guy multiple times? I guess you can. I legit, I thought you could only switch targets if you had multiple creatures. Huh. Alright, y'all. Playing the meta is not working for me. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. Or maybe playing that meta isn't working for me. You know what I want to try, actually, that I haven't actually played yet, is the Golgari mid-range deck. Is it good? I don't know. Not quite as good as it was a little bit ago, apparently. But I haven't actually gotten to play the full version of this. I made something similar. Oh, I have to get rid of a deck. I don't know what all these are, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. They're imported anyway, so it's probably fine. Oh, I think it was from when I was working on y'all's decks. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Let's import this and see what we can do. Okay, Revenant. I've got 1 rare left, so as long as I have 1 of those, I'm fine. Take out Scrap Shooter. We'll put in another, I don't know, Duress. Oh no, not Duress. You can just put in another intimidation tactics, I guess. And then do we have one of these? No, we have 0 of these. Okay, so we actually have to swap out. Probably better if I swap out both of these, honestly. Let's do... First of all, where's my pretty duress? What are we doing here? Oh, oops. Yeah, much better. Free. Thank you. I don't have any more prettier intimidation, do I? I don't have prettier that. I don't think Requiting Hex or any of the rest of these cards have had reprints, so I think we're chilling. Okay. Let's do... We do another Cruel Claws. We can do another Cruel Claws, and then let's do another Requiting Hex. I think that's probably fine. It's not technically the meta deck because I changed a couple cards. Okay. But yeah, I think Golgari midrange is more my playstyle than these aggro decks. And I think I'm going to switch over to best of 3 because I tend to just do better in those anyway. You lose more though if you lose, which is unfortunate. But let's see. Never tried that, but that's creative. Is it prowess? Yeah, right. Honestly. Okay, I only have 1 land. No card draw, so can't make that work. Get rid of a Furdot core. This is fine. Okay. Professor is a great draw. Means I definitely want to play core on turn 3. Unless I draw something better. Might want to go drafting in the next stream. Yeah, I might. I might also, because next time I'm... Okay, Duress is actually a great draw here. Go ahead and do that. Kaito, don't want him around. But yeah, it's probably time to draft soon again. I think next season I'm going to try to hit Mythic a lot sooner than I have been. Because I think I've been too slow to hit it. And that means it's harder to get higher ranks, you know? Definitely means when I'm making content stuff, I'm going to have to... Okay. I don't know why they surrendered so early in a best of 3, but that's what it is. Okay. Duress is not that great in this matchup. Intimidation Tactics is, so is Nowhere to Run. I like Ancient Vendetta, actually. Also like Day of Black Sun. Okay. Ancient Vendetta is probably not actually good, so I'm going to take that and leave it. Don't really need the Cruel Claws heist for this one. I think we're chilling like that. Dresses are good for the Kaido, but I think the creature removal is more important. Okay, not bad. Should I get rid of Flittering Nuisance? I can't do that till later. I'll do this. If I can draw an untapped land, which I did, I can do both of these. Perfect. But yeah, I think next season I want to try to hit Mythic a little earlier. So I might do that. But I also do need to start drafting again. Because we need some wild cards. Okay. Untapped land. Let's go ahead and intimidate. Definitely take an Enduring Curiosity. And we'll take the Fluttering Nuisance. No card draw for you. Sorry. Can't see the other chats, by the way. I don't think anybody else has chatted in a while. It's guy. I think it's been pretty quiet on TikTok and YouTube since a little bit ago. Let's do the card draw, honestly. If they want to counter this or something like that, that is a-okay with me. I've got plenty of removal where I can just take them out pretty quick, actually. Deep Cavern, okay. They have to take the Black Sun. No choice there. I might play Sentinel, but they are going to play Flood Pit Drowner regardless. So maybe I'll play Furdock first. Yeah, let's do Furdock. Don't think we've seen the other chats once. Yeah, you have, I promise. The TikTok was on here a bit, but nobody's chatted in a hot minute, yeah. It's honestly near the beginning of the stream. Okay, let's gain life, because they can't do enough damage to Professor to take it out in one turn anyway. But yeah, there were a couple of people on TikTok at the beginning, but that was about it. Okay, so 6, they still can't take it out. But I have Maelstrom Pulse. I can take out the Deep Cavern Bat with that. Or I can take out Wan Shitong. Ooh, Shoot the Sheriff's good, actually. Gain some life. Let's Maelstrom Pulse the Wan Shitong. And then we can shoot the Sheriff on the Deep Cavern Bat. Or potentially, if they play the 2-drop here, I might Sheriff that. So I can keep my guy. Oh yeah, I'm definitely... Well, let's see where they swing. That's going at him. Everything else face? That is brave. That is brave. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to take out the Restless Reef then. Sorry. Professor's sticking around. Okay, if I could draw another Day of Black Sun, I would love everything. Okay. More stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and map. It's on top. Bitter Triumph's pretty good. But I still need to gain life. Next turn I can Bitter Triumph Cavern Bet, and then go for a Day of Black Sun. Okay. Go ahead and start with combat, honestly. Then I can map, and then Bitter Triumph. See if they Phantom Interference. They probably have to, I would imagine. I mean, what else are they going to do it on, right? I will pay, but... Okay. I think at this point I just draw a card. And then we play this tapped. Because next turn I can just take out their whole board as long as they don't hit one of their card draw spells. I am in great shape. GG's. We love a professor. Thanks, prof. Alright, and we're back up to plat 2. Ah, thank goodness. That was embarrassing. Okay. We got another hour and a half. And hopefully we still have time. As long as we're doing well, I think we'll still have time to hit diamond technically. Okay, pretty good hand as long as they're not aggro. But I do have 4 lands, 2 discard spells, and yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I'm definitely doing better with this deck. Sometimes, honestly, the thing about like ranked is it really depends on what your opponent's playing. A lot of the time. Okay, well I can take both of those out of their hands, so I'm going to. I want them to have absolutely nothing. Not gifting you a card. I don't really care about ill-timed explosion, honestly. What matters to me is getting down this Unholy Edict for this matchup. And I will do that right now. Professor would have technically been even better, but I think the Unholy Annex is just too good not to. I'll grab a second one, honestly. I'm expecting them to counter one of these, or get rid of it. If you want to, you could raid Mana Man. If he ends up streaming more than you, yeah, I might. I'll have to look at his stream. I don't think I've really seen his stream yet, so might have to go take a look at it a little bit first, but make sure he's a good vibe for y'all, but I don't have an issue with that. What's the best rank I've gotten? I've actually gotten pretty high. I played a lot of ranked back. Oh, what season was this? I think this was before they banned Mono Red. I think I was playing with like Monstrous Rage and stuff. And I was playing yeah, I was playing like the Mono Red aggro decks. You know, I probably should have Emblem first, but this one is okay. They don't have enough mana for Jeskai yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Stock Up. And then let's go ahead and ult. Then we can hold up mana. But yeah, I was playing like mono red aggro, I think, and I was just like, there was one season where I was basically just like, yeah, you know what, like let's try and see if we can hit like a really good rank this season. And I played the heck out of Mythic, and I think I got in the top 10 in Mythic. I think I got to like number 5 or 6, and that was my top rank. But I haven't done that since, so keep that with a grain of salt. Let's draw a card. Honestly, I'm going to play another Professor here. I keep drawing, honestly. I think that's my best bet for this deck. Got smoked by number 8 once. Nice. Yeah, I've played against like the number 1 before. That was a little tough, but it's always fun to play against like really good players. I really enjoyed that season because I was like always up in the top like portion of Mythic. I ended up playing some more jank later, and I fell out of the top 1200 before the end of the season, but I had fun with it still. Not complaining about it at all. All right, I think Duskar Revolution's so annoying. I need to remove stuff from their hand, I think. Ooh, actually I can Maelstrom Pulse their tablets here. That's probably my best move. Let's do that. And then we can... we'll do this, and then we'll Requiting Hex on there. Closest I've gotten, what was like 700. Yeah, it's tough once you get up there. Like, everybody's playing the meta decks mostly. And you're up against like really skilled players all the time. Okay, we're gonna blight here. So I can gain a little life. Hopefully survive. I've still got more requiting hexes too. I'm surprised they bounced him. I figured they would do damage, but I guess they were trying to go for lethal, so. Okay. Definitely want to do Curator. I have a blocker, and we'll do Professor to gain some life. Could have gone for some removal too, but I think the life gain's the only way I have out of this, really. Okay. Well, I think we just keep gaining life here. Always a benefit to me. And honestly, I'm gonna bossing say. We'll do it on this guy. And then we hold up some instant speed removal. I think that's our best bet. We can also exile stuff from their graveyard with Key-9 Curator, and that can turn into our favor as well. I was really enjoying Arena at the time. I was playing off some crazy... yeah, this mono green was crazy back then, I remember. Okay, let's get rid of... We're going to just get rid of Jeskai Revelations to start out with. And it needs to be different card types, so I guess I need to hit sorceries as well. And then let's hit an artifact. Go to the tap. I don't know if I'll be able to get all 4 types, to be honest, but I guess I could get something out of my graveyard if I wanted to. I think I draw a card at this point. Sentinel's pretty good. Yeah, let's play Sentinel here. Yeah, let's play Sentinel. Yeah, I can also get rid of Professor in my graveyard if I want to, so I think that's fun. Let's go ahead and put this on the Blooming Marsh. Land. Add. I don't think I swing yet. I think we're defending against these 1/1s for a while. Wish I was good at Standard, but don't quite understand how to build this type stack. Yeah, it's a little tough. And GG next stream, when you're not trying to rank so heavily, you should build around the new collected company they printed in TMNT. Which card was that, GG man? Could you remind me? Well, definitely triple blocking here. I don't trust it. And with good riddance, I didn't. Okay, let's exile more of their scary stuff out of their graveyard. In response to that, I'll leave their stock up, but I don't want them getting that stuff out of their graveyard. Well, actually, I can get rid of their stock up too. Yeah, let's do that. Goodbye, stock up. See you later. Okay, let's do this. I'm a little tempted to go double emblem here. Is that crazy? Yeah, I think that's crazy. Let's keep gaining life for now. We'll play a Key-9 and we'll do a whatever this is called. And hold up some removal again. Using Search of Greatness with Slayline to cast her turn 3 for free, and everything would be untapped. Yep. Oh, that's a crazy play. Not even gonna lie. Alright, let's get Day of Judgment out of there. Let's get their artifact as well, just for the type. Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay. Let's try it. See if they let it happen. Wow. Okay. Yeah, let's do a second emblem. That sounds great. Honestly, I'm gonna do this, yeah? Unlock a door. See if they're chill with that. They're gonna lose a lot of life this. Don't think I'm ready to swing yet. I still want to hold up in case they cause problems, but I want to do as much damage on the way in as I can. Nice thing about having double Professor Delianfell triggers is that I don't have to gain as much life to win. Jeez. Okay, sweet. Well, Control is a lot easier matchup to sideboard against because there's just so little I actually want in my deck. So I want Duress. I want Ancient Vendetta. This Vacuum's not great. Neither is any of this removal. Okay, let's take out all the removal stuff because, like, who gives a crap? So if I could play it ideally, I would play it like this. But I think, honestly, adding in the artifact removal is pretty good. Because they've got that ramp piece that does so good for them. And then we'll do... let's do 2 Day of Black Suns, because I think the board wipes are going to be good against the tokens. And then... Actually, wait. Instead of Day of Black Sun... Dude, well, okay. Let's do 2 Day of Black Sun, 2 Intimidation Tactics. Because we can still get rid of the artifact out of their hand. That's still good. But now we have lots and lots of problems for them. Double Duress is crazy. Okay, okay. Yeah. I'd like to draw a swamp, ideally. That's crazy, actually. Hello. I'm duressing you. What's your turn 2 play? Consult? Don't really care that much about Consult, but they only have one other land, so if they don't draw another land, that's probably game. And then I get rid of the tablet. Oh my god, this is gonna be... He might FF after this, I'm not gonna lie. They don't draw a land, oof. I won't be scared. Ah, they hit it. That's crazy. Okay. Let's do Cruel Claws. I want to force them to counter it. Oh, interesting, actually. Okay. Giving me more options to deal. Okay, I think right now I care the most about Inevitable, but they don't have black mana yet, so they can't cast that, so let's go ahead and get rid of Get Lost. We'll do Professor next turn, and then after that we'll see what happens. Do they actually have a counter? I was gonna say that'd be crazy. Alright, let's see if we can get the ult off real quick. So Leyline. I love how many lurkers are in the stream. Yeah, we appreciate the lurkers, honestly. Where would we be without them? Okay, we're gonna do Furdock into Cruel Claws. Let's go. Let's go. The best way to beat a control deck is with as much discard as possible. As soon as Nissa went out of standard rotation, I've been historic ever since and never looked back. Yeah, a lot of people, after like their favorite card rotates out of standard, they tend to move over to like a modern or a historic format just because they don't want to spend as much money on the cards, you know? So, it is what it is. Alright, this is not bad. Got a couple of discard spells, one early removal spell. Not too shabby. There's 9 people in stream, only 3 talking in chat. Heck yeah. Well, lurkers, we appreciate you. I think my commander deck is technically legacy. Oh, interesting. Yeah, commander decks can go all the way back until like super old formats. Commander has like a wide range of what's legal in the format, which is kind of cool. Deja Voodoo is a cool name. I like that. 10 out of 10. Picasso. Alright, let's see what they're playing. What you got? Oh god. Skeletons. Oops. Alright, let's take more stuff out of their hand. Probably care the most about United Battlefront. Doesn't slow them down as much, but I have Requiting Hex anyway. I'm not too worried about it. You see the homebrew format with the land pile? I don't think I did. What's that? Question, why are some cards modified in Arena like Guide? So basically they started doing a thing in Arena specifically, where if they felt like a card was unbalanced, they would update the card to make it more balanced, basically. So they did that with the One Ring. I think that might have been the first set they tried that. I might be getting my timeline off, but that's what I think it is, at least. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of this while we can. But yeah, so basically instead of banning the cards on Arena for like alchemy formats, they will put it into an adjusted state. Let's see what it does. Oh god, okay. That's not as bad as it could have been. Okay, we're gonna just pay through life and get rid of their skeleton. And yeah. Oh, finally. Thank god. We're finally doing things. Okay. I want to play a guy, because I think having a guy is actually more valuable than drawing cards right now. They actually keep the same as the original card in Paper Sky. I don't know what the difference is, honestly, but yeah. Okay, now ideally, if I can get... Ooh, actually that works too. Strategic Betrayal is huge, actually, in this matchup. Gets me maps. Maybe lands. Yes, we're doing it. Give me more. More lands, please. Honestly, Scrap Shooter is sick, so yeah, give it to me. I will take a Scrap Shooter. Oh, jeez. United Battlefront. Oh my god. Double corpses is kind of wild, actually. Full block. Okay. I think I swing. See if I can hit a land off of this map. Not a land, but I will take it. And then let's... yeah, let's gift a card. Get another big beater on the field. Get rid of a corpses. But yeah, Goddess Souls I think got nerfed as well. I'm gonna double block here. Might not work out in my benefit, but looks like it did. Okay, we're definitely gonna play this and hold up Shoot the Sheriff. Because the next turn I can play on Holy Annex finally, and start drawing cards and gaining life. I'm getting rid of Soulstone for sure. Wait. Oh, it's non-outlaw. They're all outlaws. Crap. That's a problem. Why are they all outlaws? Okay, well, Shoot the Sheriff is useless right now. That's awesome. I cannot believe they made a comeback there. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Well, we're not running Shoot the Sheriff, because that sucks. We're definitely running Duresses. They don't honestly have that many like creatures that I want to duress. They're all like Forsaken Miners. So I think we take out Intimidation. Put in Nowhere to Run, because those are very good. Heritage Reclamation, Scrap Shoot, Scrounger, Ghost Vacuum. If Black Sun, probably. I don't think Ancient Vendetta is good enough. What do we go down? Four Claws Heist. It's pretty good, actually. Especially on the play. These might be a little too slow. So let's go down to 2 of each of these. We'll go down to 2 Furdock cores with that in mind. Maybe 1 Furdock. Right, like that. Then a picture of my Ocelot Pride in the Discord. Thanks, GG, man. Wish they did that for Voice of the Blessed. I've been personally victimized by that card. Honestly, though, I feel it. Alright, this is a good hand. What? Oh, crap. Not bad. Okay. That's okay. We'll Surveil. That's a good card. Let's Duress. Yeah, it's definitely case. Definitely case. Well, they don't have much, so I guess I can go ahead and Cruel Claw Heist them. If I can get rid of something. Yeah, Sheltered by Ghost is scarier than Nowhere to Run. Next turn I can do Sentinel plus Ghost Vacuum. Or actually probably better is to do the map in here. See if I can get a card out of it. Or buff him up. Honestly don't need the removal right now. We're chilling. United Curator's a great draw. Go swinging. Let's say, have the Nowhere to Run. I'd like to keep this guy as big as we can. Same with Keen-Eyed. Although they're going to get rid of Keen-Eyed anyway, so is there a point? No. Yeah, if they're going to get rid of the first one, might as well, right? Okay. I got a 3/3 now. I'm not going to block that guy, I'll tell you that much. I will know where to run him, though. For 2 months, when mono white life gain encounters with 6 out of 10 decks I played. You know, I think, what's it called? A Johnny's Pride Mate is still, like, the most crafted card ever in Arena. So, I'm not surprised. Taken Miner, okay. As long as I can remove that guy, I don't think we have a problem. Go ahead and exile that guy. Okay. Let's know where to run on their land. Beep. Yeah, tap away, my friend. They're gonna make the other one a guy. What's the play here? Don't think I helped with that predicament. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. That's okay, this guy. You're forgiven. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing. We're definitely on the aggro plane here. And also, they've given me an opening where I can put a counter on Keen-Eyed Curator. Okay, well, I couldn't put a counter on Keen-Eyed Curator. Yeah. We'll play this tapped. Let's do just a ghost thing. Yeah. They're definitely on the back foot here. Your deck is way cooler than what I was getting matched up against. That's true. True. The coolest, honestly. Alright, well maybe best of 3 is just better for me because I like sideboarding. So maybe I keep up with that. Okay. Getting rid of my curator, I'm guessing. Alright. Interesting, interesting. Go ahead and get rid of their land. I mean, frankly, probably just, well, let's start by swinging in here. See what they do. Okay, nothing. Go ahead and make them exile one of their guys. Then I'm probably going to play Keen-Eyed and just buff it up with the token. Okay, I'm not going to buff it up with the token. But we'll just get another land drop, I guess. They're kind of in a tough spot. Yeah, that's a good draw. See what they hit, though. Because a lot of their deck is aggro. So if they don't get removal with that, they're in trouble. We're gonna have creatures to block. Then maybe. Posted my Ocelot Pride Sky. Also, Llama, if you like alt art, I posted my awesome Swords to Plowshares. Ooh, let me take a look. Oh, that's actually so cool. What is that from? I want one. That looks sick. Okay. So they have blockers now. But I've still got Bossing Say. And I've still got Scrap Shooter in my hand. I'm not all that worried about it, honestly. I'm gonna start exiling my own Keen-Eyeds so I can play them later as a potential card. Okay, I don't think I need to gift a card here. I think we're just gonna play it out. They might double block here. Let's see what they do. They have to jump at least. SLD. I don't remember what SLD is. Do you remember what set that is? It's a 1 cost? Yeah. It's pretty good as a 1 cost. Yeah, definitely taking both of those guys out. Honestly, I think I just Earthbend. I think that's just gonna probably win me the game. I probably should have done the Surveil land, because then if it died, I could have gotten extra stuff, but... Right, they need another one of those United Battlefronts, I think. It's not what they need. Okay, Corpses Lost works, though. Grab Sentinel. this guy. I think we just win. I've got 2 1/1s. Well, it's not quite that easy though. Well, oh, let's do the correct land this time and do the surveillance. And we'll put the counter on that one. I don't really need duress. And then we swing. And they go down to 1. I don't think they have an out to this. Maybe, just maybe, if they hit the United Battlefront again. But they'd have to get really lucky for that and with that. They'd have to hit like double corpses to the loss, I think. GG's, let's go. Definitely sounds more like former, but I respect you all the same. If I'm not ever hating on a mono white card, take it as friendly recommendation to use it. Honestly, fair. Okay, so now that we're not on turn 1, I don't feel like the ghost vacuums are actually that helpful. Maybe like 1 of them instead of 2. And then maybe we bring back in 1 Unholy Annex. Something like that. All the arts and foils in the Ang deck cost over 2.4k. Yeah, hey, I mean, welcome to Magic, I guess, right? This is a pretty good hand. We got the duress, that's important. And Voice of the Blessed Sky, you know what Voice of the Blessed is. Whipple on my leg. Okay, don't care about Seam Rip, don't really care about Nowhere to Run. Do care about Helpful Weaver, though. Probably gonna just Requiting Hex. Yeah, look for a land. Yeah, let's look for a land. It's like a life gain counter strategy. It's a pretty strong card, honestly. It's probably better than like a Johnny Sprite mate. Goodbye. Okay, let's do Unholy. We're in a spot where drawing cards is actually better than like ramping and stuff. And the reason their mana is holding up is because they can play Nowhere to Run technically, not because they actually have an answer, in my opinion. They might have an answer, but I shouldn't bet on that. Yeah, Sky, you should definitely check out that card. It's very, very good. Especially for like life gain counter strategies. There's corpses. Hello. Okay. I think we do this so we can get the life gain, and then we'll do a Nowhere to Run. And then we start going to the races. I don't know if they can keep up with us at this point. The Burdock Core plus Unholy Annex is kind of brutal. Okay, they're putting the aggro on. I am going to stop that, though, so. Okay, ooh, double? Okay, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to do Keen-Eyed, and then we'll do Requiting Hex with Blight, so I can gain a little life. Because Keen-Eye's going to get removed anyway, so. I don't know if they can come back here. Johnny's nice if you multicolors, but your mana devotion is white, voice is like true. Yeah, it's mainly good if you have a primarily white mana base. Still fine otherwise, but definitely better in that case. Okay, Wastewood Verge, good draw. Let's play Double Sentinel, and I think they're cooked. a land. That's fine. Draw a couple more cards. I mean, yeah, I just don't think they can come back here. Especially now that I have Strategic Betrayal coming. Oof. It'd be tough. I'll save a board wipe. Or the 4 mana thing. That would work too. But I think they would have played that before combat. Low key. Okay. Make this a 4/4. Buff up a Sentinel. They're probably gonna activate a Soulstone, would be my guess. Or they have like double nowhere to run or something. Oh, they were trying to get rid of the Furdot core, like with any means necessary. Okay. Fix out. I mean, you're still dead, bud. Sorry. Doesn't matter if I'm losing the life or not. You still got lethal coming your way. But fair game. All right. Sweet. We're 1 game away from plat 1. This is why I do best of 3. Should learn my lesson, honestly. Don't really want to have it to be a hater, but I do have a personal distaste for particular mono-white Azorius Prison-like decks. Their targeted anything removal is too powerful and cheap TNT. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like some prison strategies, but I feel like it's gotta have a certain spice to it, you know? Have you guys seen that mono red prison deck in Historic? Okay, we're good against certain decks. And hopefully this one. Oh god. Oh god. Hello. That is not the hand you want to see with my current hand. Get rid of one of their overlords, I guess. But I think I'm gonna get cooked by the scavenger here. I do know Gisela, or Gisela, however you pronounce it. She's great. Not all prison decks, but just 1 cost exiles and follow up land destruction. Yeah. Land destruction will make anybody upsetty. Okay, well they don't have... Oh, it's 5 mana. Okay, we're chilling for now. Okay. Well, we got this. We can do Sentinel. And block something. Can't quite block the Vast Lands yet, but okay. Oh god. That is a Yuna. Okay. Yuna Reanimator? Interesting. Alright. Very interesting. Okay. Well. Go ahead and do this. Let's do this. And we'll play Scrap Shooter. Don't need that. Am I still dead? No, not quite dead yet. On board, at least. Mithrael, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Found it as I was looking for Voice of the Blessed. Lol. Alright, well, we gotta block some things. I think we just get rid of these, right? Because they're not enchantments, so... I think that's the move, and then I gotta hope to draw removal for Yuna. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that is unfortunate. Okay. Well, we know what we're up against now. That's good. So Duress is pretty much useless. They're all creatures, basically. Like, yeah, all creatures. Okay. So Duresses are not helpful. Intimidation tactics are going to be good. They don't really need Cruel Claw's heist. The order run's a little small. I'm going to grab Day of Black Sun, Graveyard Hate. Graveyard Hate. Honestly, Ancient Vendetta is pretty good here. Yeah, no order run's not that great. Let's cut out. Maybe a Furdok Core, a Sentinel, and one of each of these. Right, like that. That is quite the stacks fits guy. Yeah, right. Scary. Okay, I cannot run that. This does. I'll get rid of the Keen-Eyed. And I guess I play this first, and the next turn I can go Intimidation, or I can do Strategic. Do Intimidation. Yeah, that's probably fine. Next turn we'll do this, unless they play something actually scary. I kind of doubt. And ooh, next turn we can do Ancient Vendetta. Probably get rid of Yuna. It's Hope of... Yeah, Yuna, Hope of Spina. Okay. Hey, I got one. That's cool. Alright, so Bahamut's scary. Overlord of the Mistmoors. Probably Vassalin Scavengers, my top target right now. Actually, probably Overlord of the Mistmoors. Okay. It's the scariest card. I don't really care about the black one as much because it's not going to do as much in this board state. So, Origin's a good play. They can do double hit on that too. Get themselves a fella. Okay, the left's on top, which is concerning. On Bahamut, lovely. Right. I think I played this because they're at 6 mana right now. 7, 8. Oh, they're gonna hit it. I'm so dumb. I forgot. This makes mana. I'm so dumb, y'all. No. Oh wait, never mind. I'm fine. I don't know why they got rid of Ghost Vacuum, honestly. Okay. Sure. Let's do a Strategic Betrayal. And let's get rid of a Llanowar. Sure, tap away, my friend. I'm not planning on removing that guy yet. I might remove it now, but I'll hold up Shoot Sheriff in case something else comes up. Hey, something else came up. Goodbye. Oh wait, never mind. That would get rid of my guy. Let's not. Pretty good one. Oh, yep. I couldn't hit it. GG's. I think the Ancient Vendettas were a smart move. Not to toot my own horn, but like... Going pretty good. 7 plus the cost of meld seems way too expensive. You need something that cheesed out. Yeah. Yeah, meld is a challenging mechanic to pull off, to be honest. Most of the time. There are ways to like cheese a little bit, you're right, Benzo. Hey. What do we got? Not the best hand, honestly. No removal. 1 piece of graveyard hate. I don't see pieces of graveyard hate. Let's try it. A little risky. Day of Black Sun's huge. So a strategic betrayal, actually. Hi, Jester. What's up, buddy? Okay. Pick up my cat. Come here, buddy. Come hang out. Alright. Let's go play Keen-Eyed. I don't think I gotta worry about the graveyard stuff immediately, so I think this is a good move. Hey, buddy. What are you up to? Ah, yes. Glad I have a strategic betrayal. I think, honestly, I go ahead and play the Ghost Vacuum out here. Next turn we can go for either Furdock Core or Ancient Vendetta. More likely that I go for the Ancient Vendetta on you. Get rid of that fella. Bringing in any new tech. Rise of Sozin. Interesting. But where am I seeing Rise of Sozin? Oh, there it is. Okay, they got one copy of Rise of Sozin. Okay. Interesting. Kind of surprised by that, honestly. Okay, we are also 1 turn away from being able to get the Day of Black Sun on this guy, so I actually really need removal here. Come on, that's not removal. Well, I guess we gotta let it spin once. Next turn we can do this for how much? 4? Okay, I mean, could be worse. We'll get rid of everything. What they've got in their hand, but we're gonna do this for 3, right? Goodbye, my friends. I don't think I've seen Basilica Skull Bomb ever be used. That's fair. Okay. Overlord is gonna be an issue. Especially when I don't draw land. So exciting. And Furdock Core is not very helpful as a 4/4 up against a 5/5. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Veilmerk is pretty big when he's a creature. Can kind of just stack up on those 3/3 guys. Kinda need another board wipe, actually. And I don't even know if that does it. I think I'm a little too far behind. There's some good cards I could draw that could set me back in this game pretty well, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Okay, Shield Sheriff's a good draw. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot that sheriff, because he's gonna be an issue otherwise. And I am honestly willing to chop with the Furdock Warrior. I don't want that buff to go to those two guys he's about to play. Ew, that's actually worse. Yeah, now I need the board wipe. I will jump with this. Because I gotta stay at a high life total, get rid of as many dudes as I can. Honestly, not bad. Get rid of Overlord. We're still gonna run into an issue where they're gonna be doing these Vastland Scavengers. But if I can live long enough, they might mill themselves out. Okay, well that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay. Day of Black Sun, please. That's not Day of Black Sun. I am dead. Bye, cruel world. We were so close. Oh, and never mind. They had another removal spell anyway. Dang it. We were one game away from play one. Dead times. Oh my god, is this the same guy? Are we for real here? I gotta play the same matchup? This is terrible. No. Not again. I might be cooked this game. Let's see what happens. Alright. Gonna do this. Go to dredges, I guess. Like, oh. And the other person playing best of three. Yeah, I guess so. I guess we're just playing each other over and over again. Everybody else is playing best of one. I guess I can just Maelstrom Pulse these on my turn. Yeah, that seems good. Now we can do Keen-Eyed Curator. I don't have anything in the graveyard right now that I need to worry about, but when unit comes down, that'll be helpful. I keep Dragonfire Blade in my Leo deck. Let's look at Dragonfire Blade. Let's see. Hexproof a monocolored. You probably would. You have what's it frickin' called? The guy or the boots. The regular Hexproof. Oh, I didn't realize they had Bahamut in the graveyard. That's crazy. Well, I think I'm cooked. I can't remove both those guys. I'm gonna just keep getting Yuna reanimated. Let's go to a game 2. Okay, we want all the graveyard hate. Gimme. Not nowhere to run. Ancient Vendetta is good. Sun actually was kind of garbo. Okay. Just not good for bigger creatures, so I'm not gonna run that this time. We will do Intimidation Tactics though. Get rid of Requiting Hex, it's not that helpful. And then we can drop one of these and one of these. Yeah, the Haste Hexproof one. Yeah, Sky. And there's also one that does Haste Shroud. Those are probably better for your deck. The Shroud one's less good, but the Hexproof one is very good. Because you sometimes like to target your creatures and stuff. Okay, well, at least we're exiling something. I have a Strategic Betrayal. To exile something else. Ooh, and a 3-mana play? Let's go. We're doing things. I mean, the Shroud has Equip 0. It does have Equip 0, which is nice. The downside is Sky likes to play a lot of decks that have, like, stuff that targets his own creatures, so I feel like it wouldn't work quite as well. For Sky, in particular. Ooh, yeah, let's do this. We'll do Intimidation Tactics next. Be good to get some removal out, potentially, here, too. Don't have anything to exile this turn, so... honestly, I'm gonna do this. See what they have. What are we dealing with here? Can also exile something that I don't like. Which I do like. Fine. I mean, I am gonna exile the Ghost Vacuum. Or not the Ghost Vacuum, the, Bahamut. So, not too worried about that. Next turn we can do an Unholy Annex. Lightning Greaves, stable commander card, so I could also see it being valuable in Brawl. True, I mean, it is good. I just think, knowing the decks that Sky likes to play, usually he has a lot of, like, stuff that targets his own creatures with counters, or sometimes, like, combat tricks even. So that's more of a recommendation for Sky in particular. But both are good. Both are good. There's the Smuggler. What do you got? Knights Around. Okay. Don't love that. What do you return into your hand is the question. Next turn, I probably have to Crow Claws Heist that. They're gonna try and dodge my stuff by playing at instant speed or whatever. I'd like to Crow Claws Heist and Strategic Betrayal if I can, because they're going to play the 3-mana guy here. Okay. I'll do the Strategic first. Because that's going to matter more, right? Ooh, I should have done that at end step. I could have gotten rid of their Esper Origins. That's good. Wish I had Donnie Bow. Grandpa Lifeline card. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty good. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. We'll do it with Strategic Betrayal because I've got a lot in their graveyard. Goodbye, graveyard. Hello, land. Sorry, Chester, I'm freaking you out. He's like, what? Why are you making that sound? Alright. Another scavenger, okay. I will be getting rid of that, and I do actually have the mana to do both this time. Ooh, that's less deal with, okay. Well, I think we gotta get rid of one, and then we Claws heist the primal. Honestly, I'm gonna gift them a card. I want to take their Knights of the Round for myself. Because that'd be funny as hell. Also, we have a Summon Bahamut coming next turn with Ghost Vacuum, so that's pretty cool. 4 hurts. Ouchie ow. Instant? It is instant. I didn't realize it was instant. That's cool. Okay. I see you. This instant speed? No. Okay. Well, I think still having a guy here is the best move I could make. Get rid of this guy. I know he's just a 1/1, but I do get Bind to Life as well. If I want to. Oh, Jesus! Chill! Chill! That's wild. They got removal, I'm dead, right? There's no way they hit removal. There's absolutely no way they're that lucky. That is crazy. Keith Larson, I need you to stop, okay? I've had it with your sass. It's time we take a break from playing each other. I'm gonna go look at my achievements for a second. Wow. Let him queue up and play somebody else. Wow, I copied some spells. That's cool. Oh, hey, I got the Color Mastery Blue. Oh, I'm actually done with the Color Masteries. Look at that, guys. Yeah. Still have a lot of 4 achievements to get, but we'll get there. Yep, no kidding. That is not my preferred matchup. Not gonna lie. My goodness. I'm making a Mikey and Leo deck. Yes. Do it. Do your worst, guy. She's being all cuddly today. I love it. Okay, well, we're set up against the early decks. Hopefully they're creature-based. Utopia Sprawl. Yep, that's one of the cards. Okay, well, this is not a bad matchup for me. I kind of have to time my intimidation tactics correctly, but I definitely see myself getting a win here. I've got Maelstrom Pulse, which can deal with a lot of their shenanigans. I've got Strategic Betrayal, which can deal with a lot of their shenanigans. So, I feel like we can do a lot of things here. And their removal is basically useless, so... Basically, it still can hit Planeswalkers, I think? No, never mind. Yes, it's useless. Okay, let's do this. Just see what we're dealing with here. Hoping I can hit their artifact. No, just a quench, yeah. Okay. We're chilling then. Don't really need to do anything. I can play around, that'll quench you. Utopia Sprawl is a good card. Okay. Go ahead and play. Well. I see the downside of this deck, but for now, let's do this. If they want to, they can start working on doing some damage to it, but I don't think it's going to work out in their favor. Boomerang basics, nice. They're going to go drawing for some lands, see if they hit it. Probably do. Basics, okay. Got it, champ. Ooh, not good for them. Get a demon down. Then we can do, next turn we can probably unlock the Annex and Strategic Betrayal so they don't have too many lessons in their graveyard. Oh, hey, even better. Now I can get rid of a creature, too. So I'll start with the Strategic Betrayal, so they can't counter it with the... Oh, well, that works, too. No, it doesn't matter. Marsh, do Strategic Betrayal, clear out the Lessons and the Otter. And honestly, I'm going to play a separate one while the coast is clear so I can unlock and not have to worry about the counter spells. Got the Requiting Hex for some problem children. But yeah, this is not the worst matchup in the world for me, honestly. I feel like this was one of those decks that was built as a counter. The deck I'm looking at right now. Really wasting double removal on that? That's wild. Alright. You do your thing. I will be Cruel Claw heisting you. For sure. And Keen-Eyed Curator, actually. Yep. Some lessons. Monument for sure. That. Blooming Marsh. Removal. Burdock Core is actually a great draw. That way I don't need the demon anymore. I think they're cooked. I want to be so real. They Storm Chasers, I'm gonna exile it in response. Yep. Okay. Everything's cheap now. Surprised they didn't play an Artist Talent, but I guess they need the double counter here, so. Let's get rid of all their guys. And then we're gonna play Burdock Core. I think they're done skis. I don't know if they can come back from that, so unlock this. And then go to combat. Double draw, double life loss. I don't know if there's much they can do from there. I even have the unlock available, so if they got rid of Burdock Core somehow. Hey buddy, I already got rid of your graveyard, I'm sorry. GG's. Okay. So this deck, Duress is amazing. Intimidation Tactics, amazing. Requiting Hex, kind of mid. But it's better than the rest of the removal, so I'm going to keep the Requiting Hexes. Any kind of Graveyard Hate's good. Actually, the Dead is amazing. Don't need Day of Black Sun. Artifact and Enchantment removal, and Graveyard Hate is amazing. Let's get rid of all of our creatures, probably. Like, just not really as big of a fan of having those. I want to drop, like, 2 Requiting Hexes, because I don't really need creature removal, to be honest. And honestly, I think I dropped 2 of those and 1 Furdock, maybe. Kind of like that. Gravy hate land. There is, yes. Bajuka Bog is a grave hate land. I don't know if there's one in standard. Actually, there is. It gets rid of, like, I think 3. Okay, this is bold. But if I draw a land in my first 2 turns, I'm good. But yeah, there's some really good land graveyard hate situations for sure. Scavenger grounds. That is a good one. Okay. Do I care about any of this? No, not really. I care more about Iros though, and probably combustion technique as well. Blooming Marsh is a great draw. Exile a card out of their hand. Accumulate wisdom. Huge. Next turn, I duress plus Keen-Eyed Curator. Oh, actually. Yeah, let's duress first. Start a combustion technique, and then we'll play this guy. If they want to get rid of him, they have to hit him twice, and then their hand is completely empty. And they're very vulnerable to a Professor Delian Fell that I know quite well. But they do have 4 lessons in the graveyard, so there are cards they can draw a lot. Let's cycle this. Heritage Reclamation's pretty good. But yeah, the Professor here is going to be kind of brutal. Oh, Artist Talent's a good hit for them. They can start cycling through their deck a bit. Professor Delian Fell, though. Whew. That's going to be tough for them to deal with. They're going to have to keep basically attacking it with their Otter, and if I ever draw removal, they kind of lose their chance to do anything. I might be able to do the Storm Chaser talent land, though. Yeah, let's do this. If they want to get rid of the Professor, they're going to need a little more than combustion. They should have left that in their hand for the Artist Talent, right? We'll definitely block there. Okay, we're going to ult the Professor, and then we're going to activate this, and I think they're in trouble. Because, like, the life I'm going to gain and the life they're going to lose is just a lot. I'm going to do this. Thinking maybe they'll activate the Storm Chaser's talent if they have nothing else to do. And then I just remove it. That's probably game from there. Yeah. That's what I thought. Sorry. We're going to keep drawing cards because we are at an advantageous spot, so might as well. Alkena's a good draw. So is Artist Talent. See if they can make the comeback, though. Go for it, core, though. I think that just wins. Red Core, I think we just do this as well. Might as well have a demon and a core. Let's go. I'm gonna go play some Dark and Darker. Alright, have fun, Benzo. No problem, you did not ramble too much. I appreciate you. And I hope you enjoy Dark and Darker. Don't get lost in those dungeons. It's a very fun game, though. Okay, well, we did pretty good against Is It Lessons. They made a couple mistakes, so they may have done better if they had discarded a couple times instead of playing cards, but that's okay. We take the wins where we can get them. Do I have the infinite combo? No, this is not the infinite combo deck. This is the more meta, just mid-range focus deck. Not as exciting, but we'll make it work. Probably don't need that. There's a chance we do need that, but Also a chance we don't need that. Okay, kind of wishing I kept the Duress hand even if I didn't have any black mana. Yeah, really wishing I kept that hand. If I don't get card draw, I'm kind of gonna get cooked by this deck. So I need to get Professor down. Or that works too. Let's do Professor. It's more mana efficient. I'll probably counter it regardless of which one it is, so. Figures. A little refreshing to see a non-Is It Lessons. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Is It Lessons has been a terror to this format for a long time, but there are some decks that can keep up with it for now. I appreciate that. We're against like a weird control deck. I don't know exactly what we're up against here, but I'm going to try to Unholy Annex. Really need some card draw here. Okay. Card draw allowed. Love to see it. Maelstrom Pulse. Okay, makes sense. Alright, that's a good draw. We can actually get something on the board. Probably gonna explore unless they counter it. You made the deck? Nice! How did it turn out? Yeah, I kind of want to do Intimidation Tactics. We'll leave that on top. I don't know if I need to. I don't know what I'm playing against. I wonder if it's like blue, black, green with, oh, well. I don't like that. Got a Maelstrom Pulse, though, so. And I do also have the, Intimidation Tactics this time, so. See what we're dealing with. What you got? Knew it was control. I don't have any removal for my guy right now, so I think I just swing with him. Go ahead and do this. Land. Yeah, let's end the turn. Now we kind of know what we're dealing with. It's like a blue, black, green control with the Professor. So deadly cover up's kind of gross. All right. Yeah, you got it. Wonder what they take. Probably Unholy. Yeah, Unholy Annex is a crazy card. Okay. Problem is if I animate this Verdot core, I think they can get rid of it. No, actually they can't. Maybe I try that. That way I can save my removal. Did you draw it? Really? That'd be crazy. Yeah. Okay. Professor's out of here. So let's just, I guess we're going on the aggro here with the core, which is hilarious. I've never done this before. If I were them, I would draw with, the charm, right? Witherbloom? Sacrifice a land? Or actually, yeah, I would do consult first too, but but I'd still do the Witherbloom. It's, yeah, I'm not playing anything, they really can't. Oh, that's that low. But I guess gaining 5 life could be good too. There's definitely some perks. Double consult. Ugh, okay, they're probably gonna hit the removal for Verdot Core then. Probably also gonna hit a Professor. Good thing to keep in mind. I do have plenty of removal for a Professor, so not too worried about that. Let's see what they do. I've got what, three ways to get rid of it, including Verdot Core. Oh, not bad, not bad. That might be their only win con too. Especially with the Ancient Cornucopia, it makes me think that. Alright, they're probably going to get rid of Maelstrom Pulse, but I do have Bitter Triumph. So, honestly, I think I gift them a card. I think their best spell, you know? They'll probably counter this, but... yeah, makes sense. It only makes sense. Nice thing, too, about this deck is I can remove all my creatures. I have not played a single guy. I'm gonna leave this in my hand because I want them to think I drew something. I'm waiting for them to play. Oh, well, I like Requiting Hex a lot. Boop. You're dead. Yeah. Sacrifice away, buddy. That is fine. My Ethernet box broke, so now I can't play Magic on my PC. Ah, oh, that sucks, Sky. I'm sorry. At least the phone still works. It's not as fun, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright. Well, we drew something we can actually do, so that's cool. I'm still very behind. Hoping I can get rid of all their threats and make them like draw out, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, now there's two Skies in my chat, which is kind of crazy. It's never happened before. Sky meets Sky. Don't fight. Just because you have the same name. You guys can both exist, it's fine. I'm the only one. Sky the Kid is also one of the Skies. You can't just decide that the other Sky doesn't get to play. Okay. Also, since they have Quandrix Charm, definitely going to do this on... I have more mana. Well, I think they just got rid of one of my other win cons. Oh no, they just got rid of Maelstrom Pulse. I think that was my only other Maelstrom Pulse. Just one, right? Yeah. But why'd they surrender? Huh? I am confusion. Did they not have any other win cons? Okay. Either way, we're definitely going up duress. We're going down intimidation tactics. We're going down creature only removal. I don't mind keeping a little bit, so I'm gonna go back up a little bit, but let's see. They don't seem to care about their graveyard. Ancient Vendetta is gonna be great. Also don't seem to care about Artifacts or enchantments all that much. mostly just this, and then I can just add in creature removal, I guess. Maybe creatures would be good too. Sure, I'll add in him just to have another threat. And we'll do strategic betrayals, because graveyards could matter. And then we'll run like 3 requirements. Only seen the 3-mana guy. Oh, he full surrendered. Okay, I see. He did not want to play my deck. Well, I had fun for the small amount of time it lasted. But alright, guys. It is a little bit before 10. I don't think I have time to do another 3 games, so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm also a little tired, and I have to do a couple work things before I head to bed. But I appreciate everybody that hopped in and joined. I'm not going to have a stream on Sunday, so a little bit of a weird schedule this weekend. I'm going to miss my normal stream on Sunday, unfortunately. Got some stuff going on. I won't be able to make it. But we'll be back on Tuesday. I think that's after the ranked season resets, so we'll probably be... I don't know. I might do a viewer game, might do a draft game, might do a ranked grind game. I'm not sure. But I think next week's going to be a little bit weird on the schedule, but bear with me. We'll be back on Tuesday. And either way, I appreciate you guys. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.